live? Are we live? It appears we're live. How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm, and today I am here providing you guys with live coverage of the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. But before we can cover that game, we have to finish the current game right now between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. So we'll go ahead and start with that game for a little bit here. I mean, it's been a great game between these two teams so far. The Giants up by 7 down the stretch here. And the Vikings are driving down the field. Ball's on their own 48 with 3rd and 8. Vikings have the ball. We'll cover this game a little bit. Kind of preview the next game as we wait for the Ravens game to start. As you can tell, this is the game we'll be covering right down here. Something like that. You know the deal. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and move this just a little bit more. And here we go, ready to watch this game take off. I am looking forward to this game tonight. The Ravens and the Bengals both despise each other, and I'm ready to see these two teams go at it. But first off, once again, like I said, we are here back over on Fox to watch the Vikings try to make a comeback on the Giants before we kick off our game. So Kirk Cousins trying to lead a big comeback here for the Vikings. Scoring has been pretty balanced all game. And here we go. The Vikings trying to make one last comeback to tie it up and send this game to overtime. So here we go. It looks like the pass, Kirk Cousins will make a pass, but it'll be a short pass to the, it's incomplete anyway, to Osborne. And just so you can look at that play, and yeah, it was there but dropped. Well covered by the defense. I mean, there was not much else that could have really been done about that. So we're going to be taking a little bit of a different approach today. I am going to be using the ESPN and watching the game, so we can try to be a little bit more on top of what is going on. So here we go, ready to see what the Giants defense can do on a critical 4th down and 8. This is the game right here. The Vikings have no timeouts, so let's keep an eye out here, see what they do. The 4th down play for the game. 1:51 remaining. Kirk Cousins looking to throw, and he threw it. It was caught, but well short. Well short. Caught by Xavier McKinney. But just like that, the Giants take over, and the Giants will win their game. So, that being said, the Giants doing their thing. And hey, when the Bengals win tonight, it'll still be perfect this week. In fact, I'm the only one who is still perfect this week in predictions. That is awesome to see. But we're here ready to watch the Bengals game after the amazing fight by the Giants to win their game. This game, Lamar Jackson will be out. That is a big thing. Let's hear. Let's make a poll. Let's make a poll like we always do. Who's winning this game? Let's see. We have the Ravens. We have the Bengals. Who's winning? You know what? I'll add chaos as an option. Because we're just embracing the chaos at this point in the league. But it looks like at this point the Giants do get their victory. And let's see how they do. Man. I'm really interested to see how many of y'all vote for chaos. But the Giants do pull off the unexpected. They win 31-24. And man, that was a close game. One second. Close game throughout. New York Giants one step ahead. Well, the way things stand, Min needs look in mirror. And they really do after that one. Minnesota really, if they could have just been consistent, they would have had that game. But alas, they weren't consistent. Hence why they struggled and they didn't pull off the victory. But in the meantime here, let's go ahead and transition over to our game for tonight. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Really looking forward here to a great game, as these are two pretty solid teams that can be very good when they want to be. But then again, you also have imitation Lamar more than likely out. You have real Lamar out for the Ravens. You're dealing with some random. Let's hear. What did you think of the roughing the passer calling the Giants is becoming a trend? I actually didn't see that much of that play because I was in the process of trying to get the stream set up, so I didn't really get a chance to see that explicit play. I heard it. I heard the fans didn't like it. But like I said, I couldn't really actually see that play. So let me go ahead here and pull up the Bengals game. Get some of the pregame stuff in. And we're just sitting here ready to go. And New York Giants, one big game, true test next week. All right, just finished up taking some of our notes on some of the earlier games today. We had an awesome slate of games so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this game has to bring. Like the title says, embrace the chaos, and I mean, that's what this wild card weekend has been. Embrace the chaos. You have the Jags making a 27-point comeback after Lawrence throws 4 picks. You have the Dolphins trying to come back and almost pulling out an amazing upset in Buffalo, where mistakes were costly. And then you have the Giants being able to beat out the Vikings in a really close game. So, I mean, we're just embracing the chaos this week. It doesn't even matter. No one has the Ravens winning. We all got chaos or the Bengals. And at this point, I shall be right back. Need to do one thing real quick. Alright, we are back. And we got a puppy stream tonight. But let's see here. We see Wade and Pierre saying, "Yo, bro, you put so much effort into this channel, you deserve much more recognition, bro. Good luck to you." Oh, thank you, man. Awesome to hear that. I try to provide the best quality I can for you guys as much as I can. And it's just something I enjoy doing. I'd be sitting here if there were no one or if there were a million. Doesn't really matter to me. I'd be doing this anyway. And we got Nappy-Headed King saying #FlockNation. Probably our one person picking the Ravens. So really looking forward to seeing this game, as the Ravens they've been up and down. Especially since Lamar's been out, they've been really rough around the edges lately. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight, given the fact that the Ravens are without Lamar. It'll be interesting to see how they can adapt. I don't think imitation Lamar will be in either. Let's see, is Tyler Huntley active? Because you have the real glass cannon Lamar, you got imitation Lamar, and then you got some random dude off the bench. So let's see here. Okay, Huntley is active. So it seems like Anthony Brown will be the backup, I believe, tonight. They're saying Huntley's active, which means that, yeah, so he's active, which means we should be seeing that Anthony guy. Oh, so apparently ESPN reported that Anthony Brown will also get snaps tonight at quarterback. Why? You have a guy who is able to play solid at quarterback, yet you're going to choose to go with some random dude off the bench? All right. Kind of confusing, but whatever. It's your grave you're digging. But the Ravens currently on the year 10-7, the Bengals 12-4. They have played all right recently. I mean, they've had a couple of games where it's really been what's happening with this team. They really had a slow start to the beginning of the year. That was really concerning. I mean, they lost week 1 to the Steelers without a real quarterback. So that could be the one weakness, that the Bengals have been up and down. I mean, they've been more up than down, but they also have had those, like, what-the-heck games. So, I mean, I don't know what to expect out of this team. I would say I would expect probably a solid 20 points tonight out of them, maybe 30. Ravens could go either way. It really depends on how Tyler Huntley plays to see what they're going to opt to do and how they're going to do it. I mean, even looking at the ESPN matchup predictor, they got a 78% chance of the Bengals winning this one. I mean, I would love to see the Ravens win because embrace the chaos. Plus, I think that the Jags might have a slightly easier time being able to beat the Bills than the Chiefs. And I am a big proponent of the Jags making a run. I would love to see it just because embrace the chaos. Like, that would be awesome to see a team like that be able to make a push this far. But I don't think that they can get through Kansas City. So, you know what? I'll go ahead and do the Sunday Night Football, Sunday Night 7. I'll go ahead and do that live real quick. I'll make my picks live in front of you guys so we can see how off I am and how garbage I was at this. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Pull up the app, the predictor app. So we have, for this week, when this wants to load, 1 second here. All right, we'll play now. Ravens versus Bengals, Sunday Night 7. Joe Burrow, how many passing yards? You know what? Given the magnitude of the game, I think I could see Joe Burrow going 300-plus yards tonight. I could see it. That Ravens defense is all right, but they also have had some interesting times. Plus, the Bengals are one of the best passing offenses, so I would say 300 yards is a fair number for him. And you know what? We'll give him 2 touchdowns. The run game is going to be all right. You know what? I'm going to go back and give him 3 touchdowns. Because the run game really isn't that great for the Bengals. I mean, it can go off, but really the Ravens or the Bengals run offense is just not the greatest. Tyler Huntley. Okay, I don't know how to handle this pick. I don't know who's going to be taking the majority of snaps. So I'm going to put Tyler Huntley at, I'm going to assume he's going to take a majority. So I'm going to take 140 to 169 with maybe a touchdown. Joe Mixon, big part, total yards, we'll give him 110 plus. I expect him to pull maybe 60, 70 on the ground at least. And we'll give him 2 touchdowns. I think he'll get a receiving one tonight. Mark Andrews, big part of this Ravens offense. We'll give him, let's see here, 75 to 84 or 85 to 94. I'm torn between those two. You know what? We'll be generous. 85 to 94 with a receiving touchdown. Total points in the game, I'll take 60 plus because of that Cincy offense. Last touchdown of the game, we will give that. All right, PDF is in VC. We will get you in here in about 2 seconds here. I'm going to finish up these picks, and then I will get in the VC, and I will bring you in. But I will take Jamar Chase to have the last touchdown of the game, and I'm going to take the Bengals to win this one. And you know what? We'll take them by 10 to 11. I think it's going to be a closer game than many people think, just because of how this weekend has gone. So we're going to submit those picks, and let me go ahead and get PDF in the VC. Oh, we have David sending messages. All right. We will have David here tonight as well. We're going to be popping off in here. Let's go ahead and get PDF up in here 1 second. Move you into Game Day VC. Mute you, and we'll go over and do one more thing. All right. Say hello, PDF. How you doing tonight?
Howdy, folks. What an afternoon, I have to say.
Oh, yeah. This has been a very interesting week. I mean, like the title of the stream says, embrace the chaos. Really, embrace the chaos of the week.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is, though, you know the real funny thing?
What?
I'm 4 for 4 on predictions so far, despite all the chaos.
I know. I'm 3 for 4. The only thing I got wrong was that Jags-Chargers game.
Yep. And so far, I'm the only one left standing who has gone 4 for 4. Poor HD, man. He is 2 for 4.
Yeah. Rough.
He's 2 for 4. The rest of the ends are 3.
You know what? I was actually, wondering how his reaction was going to be during that game.
Well, I mean, you can't really be mad whenever your team, literally loses and struggles that badly against a Skylar Thompson-led team, you know?
Oh, yeah. You beat Skylar Thompson by 3 points.
Yeah, that team, I mean, that's why I'm saying I want to see the Ravens win tonight, but I did pick the Bengals because they are probably going to win. I want to see the Ravens because I've been open about this, especially recently. I want to see the Jags make a dark horse run. I don't think they can do it in Kansas City. They'll have a better chance doing it in Baltimore. Or not in Baltimore. They'll have a better chance doing it in Buffalo than they will in Kansas City. You know?
Kansas City's...
If the Ravens win, they're going to Kansas City next week. Otherwise, the Jags are going to Kansas City, and I don't think Jacksonville can pull it off. I mean, if they get bailed out like the Dolphins almost did today, that's one thing. But at the same time, I mean... It's not easy going into Arrowhead in a playoff game to try to win.
Unless you're Tom Brady.
I mean, that's about one of the hardest things you can do in the playoffs is go to Arrowhead.
Oh, yeah. Arrowhead's
and Orchard Park. Those are the 2 toughest places to play, I would say.
Yeah.
Just because Orchard Park, you got people smashing tables.
Yeah. Also in Arrowhead, it's the loudest stadium in the
Yeah, they recorded the loudest... They recorded the loudest audio levels in a stadium.
In the country.
Was it them or was it Seattle? It was either them or Seattle. I think one of them held the record and the other surpassed.
Seattle, I think, was 103 decibels. Arrowhead was 104.
And I know how Seattle does it too. That kind of partially closed roof really kind of helps amplify the sound. But
yeah, but Arrowhead is outside.
Yeah, that's the thing. Chiefs fans are crazy. They are crazy for their team. So I realistically think that going into Kansas City is going to make it to the conference championship. I mean...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, looking at it, if the Ravens win, they'll go to Kansas City and Jacksonville will play Buffalo. If the Bengals win, then they'll go to play Baltimore and the Jags will play the Chiefs. Which, not so sure on that one.
Watching these Bills highlights, there's some flaws that have been exposed. I'm watching the miscues. That's these are...
Let me see here. So
that could be a problem. Could be a problem for the Bills in the future.
Let me go ahead and double check. I'm just trying to get this together. I'm trying to make the brackets so I can see how our brackets are looking so far. But taking a look at it, I got that, and that. You got that, not that, but you didn't have the Chargers going any further. That and that. That was right. And let's see here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's David. I'm stupid. Okay, boom and not boom. But he didn't have Minnesota going any further, so doesn't really matter. Taking a look here at the picks for tonight. America at a whopping 83% is in favor of the Bengals. And if we take a look at their analysts, let's see how many of them are picking the Bengals. As realistically, I mean, more than likely the Bengals win this. Oh yeah, PDF, what did you think about the poll? What I added in the poll this week, or for this game?
Yeah, I chose the interesting one.
Ravens, Bengals, or chaos? Who wins?
Chaos. I picked
He didn't
chaos.
have them going any further. Boom. And he didn't have Minnesota going any further. So far, no bracket busting things have happened this week for us. But let's see how it goes. A lot of the analysts are taking the Bengals on this one. Very understandable. The Bengals, a very, very hot team right now. In fact, you know what? I might move the camera real quick because I feel like I spend a lot of time looking away from the camera. Let's go ahead and fix that a little bit. There we go. Hope that's a little better. I'll be looking here and then over here and back and forth. There we go. Let me know if you think that's a little better. But I think that is the better look. And you get a window. Windows 3.1. That apparently Topgolf runs. Oh boy. Oh, I need or my audio. There we go. Just go ahead
Tyler
and
Huntley's
checking out
playing.
a couple other things. What were you saying?
Tyler Huntley's playing?
Yeah, Huntley is active, but the other guy is going to take some snaps as well. And all the analysts across the board taking the Bengals on this one. As the Bengals are playing like the better team right now. The Ravens have really been kind of slowly dying these past couple weeks. So, I think the Bengals beat them twice in a row. Although, remember, last time, they did beat big time. They won big time last week. I mean, the Bengals dominated that game throughout. So, I mean, it's hard to beat an opponent 2 weeks in a row, especially when you dominate them 1 week, you know?
Yeah. It's
So
like
do I
playing
think it's
in
going to
a.
happen?
It's like playing.
We'll have to see.
It's like playing in a series, in a sense.
Yeah. But here we go, ready to see what these two teams got in store. Kickoff should be coming momentarily. We'll find out who is going to be receiving the ball. But, yeah. And honestly, I don't know if Lamar plays another down for the Ravens again, if I'm being honest. Like, that's something I've been kind of wanting to talk about. I don't think Lamar comes back to the Ravens. I just don't think the Ravens will pay Lamar the money he wants. You know? Like, he wants a lot of money and he wants a lot of it guaranteed. I don't think there's going to be a team willing enough, although I know the Ravens won't be, but there's going to be some team, but probably not a good team, that's going to be willing enough to give him that kind of money. So I don't know if he even comes back to Baltimore next year.
Maybe Jerry will pay him for one.
Since when has Jerry been known to pay good players?
Again,
I mean, look what happened with Zeke. He paid Zeke, and then Zeke fell off a cliff.
Well, that's my point.
So, I think probably looking at the state of the league.
I think he has a good chance with the Jets because I think they're heading in the right direction.
The Jets would be a really interesting situation. He could be a plug-and-chug winner there. Because right now, that team has a very stupid good defense. You know?
Yeah.
They have a
they just don't have. They don't have. The thing is,
you.
They don't have a QB.
Exactly. They have been playing the game of we're going to beat you with our defense, allow the run game to flourish, and hopefully our quarterback can make a couple good throws to our great weapons. You know? But if you put Lamar Jackson in that offense, you suddenly have a dual-threat quarterback who can make those solid throws, who is a significant upgrade from Wilson.
If he can stay healthy.
That is true. I mean, Lamar has been a bit of a glass cannon these past couple years. But they're showing Joe Burrow here. Joe Burr ready to go
Joe
out
Burr.
and take the field.
Oh,
and
Roquan
Roquan Smith showing over there. Ravens big name linebacker ready to go. And I'm looking forward to this game here.
Roquan Smith, this is his first playoff game, isn't it?
Who?
Right? Roquan Smith.
I believe so. I think he was, a rookie last year or something?
Oh, yeah.
He was a rookie last year. The Ravens didn't make it last year.
Yeah.
So that would mean that he would be... Yeah, this would be his first playoff game. And
wow.
I will back. Just doing one thing real quick, but this game here, Cincinnati, big favorites in this one. They are 8-point favorites on this game. So... But they aren't as big a favorite. Remember, anything's possible. They aren't as big a favorite as the Texans were against the Cowboys. That's for sure. In that game that I almost called as a big upset.
Nearly. I got
bailed out because because Lovie Smith decided to go for it instead of kicking the field goal to go up by 6.
I know.
The Cowboys got bailed out.
Listen, Lovie Smith's not a good coach.
I mean, Lovie Smith is an aggressive coach. I'll put it this way. He's not really a bad coach. I mean, he took the Bears to a Super Bowl in the mid-2000s. You know? He was the coach of that Bears team that went up against Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. I think it was, 06? Something like that?
Yeah, against the Colts, yeah.
Yeah. Lovie Smith was their head coach. And he has been able to take success with teams and get them to places that they need to be, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know that Lovie Smith's a bad coach. He's just an aggressive coach at times. Sometimes recklessly so.
He's a little too aggressive.
Sometimes recklessly aggressive. But sometimes that's what you need. You need a recklessly aggressive coach sometimes. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to go and do what happened. Like, if you go back and watch the ending of that Giants-Vikings game, the Giants could have easily settled for 3 on 4th and like a yard at their opponent's 5 or 6. But you know what the Giants did? They went for it. They said, no, we're going to get this. 2 plays later, Saquon Barkley touchdown. To put them up 7 to what turned out to be
the Giants have nothing.
Touchdown.
The Giants have nothing to lose.
Yeah, but at the same time, neither did the Texans. And neither did some other teams, you know?
Yeah. So, maybe I should start cheering for the Texans since it's in Texas, so...
Huh.
Maybe I should. My AFC's... They're in the AFC, so they're my favorite team in the AFC.
You know, I've actually started unironically liking the Texans, though, like, since that whole incident. Like, I have seriously started unironically liking that team to the point where I might get a jersey for them.
Just go live in Houston now.
What are you doing, Bagel? Yeah, we got a pupper stream tonight.
Show us the puppy.
Hey, Bagel, come here. Come here. Come on up. Come on. You can hop
Say
up.
hi, Bagel.
Come on. There you go. Yeah, there you go, huh? Oh, yeah, Bagel.
Aw, Bagel.
Huh? Yeah, we got a dog stream tonight.
Your partner in crime.
She's our rules analyst tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
We'll turn to Bagel whenever we don't know what to do.
Bagel, who do you think's gonna win? Well, it looks like you have the colors of the Bengals, so I think you pick she, right? He?
Okay. You wanna hop down?
Is it a he?
You wanna hop down? Nope, instead you want to stay up here. Okay. Wanna go lie down?
Bagel, who's gonna win tonight?
There you go. Yeah, you can go lay down. Okay,
right,
well we should be coming here to kick off real soon. As we are back here for the Super Wildcard weekend between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. So looking here, that is a sea of orange in Cincinnati tonight as the Bengals are ready to go. Let's go Bengals. Who dat?
Who day?
Who day?
Who day?
Who day? See, I'm even wearing Bengals colors tonight. Woo! Although I am a Ravens fan.
I saw that tweet, and he was still getting backlash from Ravens fans.
Wow. Yep, they are saying the knee remains unstable, and he can't do much. So they were talking about a tweet that Lamar made on Thursday, and yeah, there's not much he can do. I mean, it's not worth it for him to play in a playoff game to potentially ruin his career, you know?
No, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Bagel. She's literally being my partner in crime. She's just sitting right next to me. Well, Anthony Brown is going to be quarterback. He's going to take some snaps tonight. Not sure how many, though. They haven't really said the workload split yet. But I would assume Huntley will be the starter. That's why I picked him to go low. Only 140 to 160 passing yards, I think, is what I picked him for. Mostly just because I don't know how many snaps he's going to take. So... Well, we should be here ready for kickoff shortly.
Dude, Cincinnati and Buffalo. Oh my gosh, bro. If the Bengals win.
Yeah. I mean, Cincinnati, Buffalo. We all had that cursed game coming back and being played, you know?
Oh my gosh. I can't fathom how much Buffalo's going to be loud in that stadium.
Oh, yeah. Hey, at least it's not on the cursed field, right?
Oh, yeah, not on Cincinnati field. I hate to see another horrific injury tonight as well.
Well, here we go. The Bengals will be starting with the ball tonight. Tucker kicks it. It was a touchback.
Justin Tucker, MVP kicker.
Yeah, we're going to be doing something a little different tonight. We're going to have some of the watching it for replay purposes, and we will also have the actual ESPN cast over here so I could catch the plays on time. So here we go. The Bengals did get the ball at the 25, and we had a Joe Mixon run up the left side, so that will be up the far side, for 7 yards. Roquan Smith on the tackle. So the Bengals doing what they can to drive down this field and get some early points on the board. The ball is a 6-yard run, not a 7. So we are looking at a 2nd and a 4 at the Bengals 31 after that first play. So let's see what they can do. Man, this game has so much riding on it for both these teams. I mean, that was a nice push. It wasn't even up the near side. It was right up the middle. And then Joe Burrow completing a 3-yard pass to Joe Mixon. Marlon Humphrey on the push out of bounds. So the Bengals keeping up and doing what they can to move this ball. But you're still looking at a 3rd and 1 at the Bengals 34, which is not gimme yardage necessarily. But the Bengals are going all in right now. They are shoving whatever they can. And let's see what Burrow decides to do next after that 3-yard pass. It's only half a yard. So it is, watching the replay, it's only half a yard. And it looks like they do go for a simple run up the middle with Perine to the 36. Campbell on the stop there. So the Ravens having to go to work early on defense, and it is not a gimme. I will tell you that. This Ravens team... Okay. But this Ravens team has a solid defense. It's just a question is going to be, how will this team keep going forward, you know? What?
First down.
Oh, we just got... Wait, so the actual subscribing thing actually works. So, big shout out there to Lando12. Just subscribed. Awesome to see that. So, you know what? Let's see if we can get that to work here, because I just heard it actually refresh. So, maybe you'll see it up in here. If you do subscribe, hopefully it works and updates. But I just heard the ping, so I'm sure it's working. But yeah. So the Bengals getting a nice little pass to the Cincinnati 42. A pass by Mixon. Nice little 6-yard gain, forcing a 2nd down and 4. And Burrow is just making these passes look easy, and the Ravens secondary is just not covering the line of scrimmage. They're not watching the running back, like, at all. So that's the interesting thing, is that they're not watching the running back. And that could be their Achilles heel if they don't watch. So we'll have to see what happens. But right now, the Bengals trying to do something, but Burrow does get sacked, split by James Pierre-Paul and B. Washington. Not quite sure exactly who that is, but Washington does assist Pierre-Paul in the sack of Burrow, which actually was as Burrow was trying to escape, and that was more of a 2.5 yard sack, I'd say.
You had the left part of your field wide open from the left of your guard. Should have went that way.
Yeah, but could he have escaped? That's the thing. There was a lot of pressure coming on that left side.
Yeah.
But Burrow does, on this next play here, Burrow will convert a pass to the short middle. Tyler Boyd to the Ravens 49, so they're going to get a nice little 11-yard pass, get on the Ravens side of the field, and do their worst. So we'll have to see what happens here. But so far, the Bengals moving pretty effortlessly downfield right now.
Nice catch by Boyd.
Yep, a great catch by Boyd right over the middle as he is brought down right on the B. And Joe Burrow, he takes that and goes right into a pass to Jamar Chase. Little 5-yard pass to Jamar Chase. To the Ravens 44. Hamilton on the stop for the Ravens. So we are chilling here. If you guys are new around here as well, don't forget to smash like and subscribe. It does help us out a whole lot. We are only 5 clicks away from reaching 250. So if you could help us get there, that would be amazing. What?
I'm just saying, get us to 250 to this to the viewers.
Yeah,
it's
well,
free,
Joe Burrow, that was a nice pass.
change.
The thing is, the Ravens secondary is soft in the middle. It seems like they're soft underneath. That's what it's looking like. And then Joe Mixon breaks free for an 11-yard run to the Ravens 33. Wow. This is an effortless drive downfield.
So far, it's a clinic.
I mean, just effortless. I mean, they're not even being stopped. They could just take 5 yards on demand. We want 5 yards. We take. We want 5 yards. We take. That's it. So, Mixon on it was a nice run right through an open hole in the middle. Wow. That was a really wide open on the looking at it. Wow. So now the Bengals are looking at 1st and 10 at the Ravens 33 on an 8-play, 42-yard drive taking 4.5 minutes. So let's see if they keep this going. I mean, I just can't get over the fact as to how wide open that hole was. But Burrow did go for a little scramble. Pushed out of bounds by the left end at the Ravens 32. Patrick Queen on the stop. So the Ravens were able to get a stop there. I mean, that was a complete stop by Patrick Queen. Just completely stuffing any room for Burrow to run.
Activity.
What?
Extracurricular activity.
Oh, yeah. A little bit. Not a lot, though. John saying he voted for chaos. That is awesome to see. I decided to throw that in because this week has just been chaos. Absolute chaos. But here we go, ready to see. Burrow did make it out of bounds. And then he fumbled, or he dropped it after he went out of bounds. He got thrown into the Ravens sideline a little bit. That is not what you want to see out of your quarterback. But then Burrow does convert a nice little pass to T. Higgins to the Ravens 21. Humphrey once again on the tackle.
This is a clinic so far.
I mean, they are just cruising down this field. If they want yardage, they can take it. It doesn't matter to the Ravens.
Cruising down Route 66 here.
I mean, they are just effortlessly moving down this field, and I don't get why the Ravens defense is playing this poorly right now. Like, T. Higgins just was able to get right over the middle there. And now the Bengals are already knocking on the door of the red zone. Like, what?
I'm calling a touchdown in 2 plays.
Well,
it's PDF, John.
That is PDF here joining us tonight. And let's see what happens here. Burrow does go deep to T. Higgins, but it was broken up. Wait.
Incomplete.
Well, he reeled it in, but he was out of bounds was the problem there.
What's up, John?
I mean, it was a beautiful pass, beautiful placement, but
never-
Higgins just unable to get the feet down in bounds.
Near.
Nope, because only the right leg moved up, and then he lost control of it on the ground. So he never really established possession. That's the thing. You can see that ball is not really secured in his arms at all. So, right call there. And let's see here. Burrow does go for a pass to Hayden Hurst, but incomplete on the short right side. So the Bengals now sitting here with a 3rd and 10, knocking on the door of the red zone. Yeah, close to the game it was. It was close. They were a little generous on that one. All right. Well, let's see what happens here. The Bengals. Oh, Burrow once again an incomplete pass to Hayden Hurst. Bowser on the defense. Looking at a 4th and 10 at the Ravens 21. At this point, the Bengals got to go for points. It's a 10-yard conversion. You're not going to do 10 yards necessarily. That would be crazy if Taylor would go for it here. So I'm expecting a 3-point field goal to be up on the board for the Bengals here in about 2 seconds. And looking back at that pass, Bowser was on the defense. It was nowhere even in the vicinity of Hurst.
They called blitz on that play.
What?
They called blitz.
Yeah.
They blitz brought everybody.
Well, just like that, the Bengals do make the field goal, and they do go up by a score of 3-0. The Ravens will be getting the ball back, and actually getting the ball for the first time. And let's see if they can do anything with it. They're going to try to move down the field and get something rolling. Not sure if they'll be able to do that or how they'll be able to do that. But, anything's possible, right? And wow, I am just amazed by this. We are sitting now only 3 clicks of that white subscribe button away now from 250. That is insane.
I'm gonna grab a quick drink really quick.
All right. Well, right here we're getting ready to see the Ravens take over again. And Taylor was a little bit down after that drive. It was kind of brutal given the fact that he was so close to getting that touchdown. They moved so effortlessly down the field, and then it just stalled out completely. I mean, I would be down myself if I were the coach in that situation too. You had it in your grasp, and then you just stalled out at the wrong time. But at least the Bengals did manage to turn points out of that. Not quite the amount of points you wanted, but it is points nonetheless. So that being said, after a good hold, good snap, good kick, the Bengals were up 3-0. I'm ready to see here what the Ravens got set up here, but the Ravens did make a decent effort to stop once they had their backs against the wall. So that was good at least. But if we take a look here at some of the box score right now, while we got a little bit of time. Well, we got a little bit of time. If we take a look at the defensive side, so far the only sacks are between Jason Pierre-Paul and Broderick Washington, splitting a sack. And you had 3 QB hits. Well, as Tyus Bowser also got in on Joe Burrow. But I'm ready to see here. Nothing happening on the Ravens on offense, but Joe Burrow did do a decent job of spreading the ball around. You see Hayden Hurst got targets, Jamar Chase got 1, Joe Mixon got 2, T. Higgins got 1, and Tyler Boyd also got 1. 36 passing yards, 20 rushing yards, a nice balance. That's what this team will need. They're going to need a good balance in order to effectively win games. And that's why I've been concerned on some of these teams. Like Los Angeles last night, the Chargers, they are so reliant on their quarterback. Same thing with the with who was it? The Dolphins earlier today. They are so reliant on Tua that they struggle without him. They struggle whenever Tua doesn't play, and it's tough for them. So if you're too reliant on your quarterback goes down, you're screwed. Or your quarterback has a bad game, you're screwed. So, I mean, I just don't get why these teams are so reliant on their quarterbacks. They could try their best to try to, get more people in to help, but they just have not done much. So here we are, ready to see the Ravens take the field for the first time on offense tonight. And will they be able to get something going here? as they will probably be getting the ball somewhere around the 25-yard line, give or take. We'll have to see where they get it here. So actually, it was a returnable kick that was returned all the way to the Baltimore 29 by Justice Hill. So the Ravens going to have some decent starting field position. Not the best, but not the worst, you know. You'll take starting at the 39 any day of the week. So here we go. Let's see what the Ravens are able to do. Who's going to be the starting quarterback is the question. Who's going to get the first snaps? Is it going to be Huntley or is it going to be the other guy? We'll have to find out. But they're going to be using like a dual quarterback system tonight, which is really interesting to see. I'm curious to see how this plays out. So J.K. Dobbins on a run, able to get 10 yards up to the Ravens 39, setting up yet another 1st and 10. We do have the poll over there in the chat as well. We have 3 options for tonight's game. Who's going to win? The Ravens, the Bengals, or is Chaos going to win out in the end? Well, 44% of you taking the Bengals, 33% of y'all taking Chaos, and 22% of y'all taking the Ravens. Meanwhile, we're waiting to see here. Jesse Bates was on the stop on that last run. So let's see what this next play is going to be. They're taking a while to get this play off, which is interesting. Tells you it's either a big play or it's... Nope. Another J.K. Dobbins run to the Ravens 43, 4-yard gain. Nice little push there to give it you a 2nd down and 6. And it looks like Huntley will be getting the starting nod tonight. I think, yep, that is Huntley in the game right now. So we'll have to see what happens there. We'll have to pay attention to what they ought to go for here. But here we go, ready to see the Ravens are able to move the ball pretty effectively right now. They're moving the ball downfield, trying to get something going. Let's see how the passing game goes. And speak of the devil, how does the passing game go? Huntley completes a pass to Oliver, going out of bounds at midfield. So now they have a 1st and 10 right at midfield, as Oliver was the receiver. So let's see what they can do here. And that was a great pass by Huntley while he was on. Wow, that was a great pass by Huntley while he's scrambling for his life, and then Oliver makes a great grab while falling to the ground. And bobbling it too. That was incredible. So J.K. Dobbins gets a nice little run up the middle to the Bengals 46, as we are now looking at a 2nd and 6 for the Ravens. Let's see what they do here. 2nd and 6. You're close. You're honing in. You're in your opponent's territory. So let's see how they can do here. As Huntley was able to fake the pass and get the run up the middle. So waiting to see what Dobbins will do and what the Ravens will do. I'm projecting here. I'm thinking a pass out to the far side. Maybe. Because you can't be running the whole time. Let's see here. Let's wait for this next play to come through. What? Oh. Okay. Well, David should be... His Wi-Fi is slow right now. He's waiting for the stream to load. And it was a... interception. Huntley intends a pass for Andrews, but nope, it is intercepted by Davis Gaither, and that's going to be brought back to the Ravens' 45-yard line. So just like that, the Bengals got the ball right back, and maybe this game will go as expected after all. They are making a push, and they are making a play at it. The Bengals playing really good football. And it looks like it goes all the way to the 40 as opposed to the 45. Taking another look here at that play. That was a great interception, cutting off the pass mid-route. And then he just got up and was able to run it back to the 40. So just like that, the Bengals are sitting 40 yards away from a touchdown, 10 yards away from field goal range, not even 10. So the Bengals got to be feeling good right now. You're looking at more points on the board real quick, going up potentially by 2 scores if you can get this into the end zone. So,
yes.
We'll have to see what happens. What say you, PDF?
Sorry, I'm eating my dinner.
Well, did you see the interception?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
That was a great interception for the Bengals. Amazing read by the defense. Man. So is it going to the 45 or the 40? Because I didn't see it. Did he get back to the 45 or the 40?
I didn't catch it.
Okay.
Someone in chat
Because
probably
ESPN says the ball is on the Bengals 40 or the Ravens 40. NFL says it is on the Ravens 45. So it's somewhere between the 40 and the 45 of opponent's territory. No, now it's showing back at the 45? I don't know. It's somewhere in there. Can't really see where it is, but it's somewhere in there. So let's see what they've got rolling here. And if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to smash like. And also, if you want to talk anything else football, from free agency to the coaching cycle to the QB carousel to whatever happened this wildcard weekend, whatever you want to call it, then go ahead and let us know. We will talk just about anything football in the chat during this game. Main focus still on the game, but we will talk anything. So let's see what we've got rolling here as the Bengals are trying to push their way through to get more points.
That's what Prescott's going to do on Monday, tomorrow.
What?
Flip that. I imagine, because they're showing the Prescott commercial.
All right.
Prescott flipping a table after he made an incomplete pass in that commercial.
So it looks like they spotted it where he was down at the catch. Because now it looks like it's starting at the Cincinnati 40. So the Bengals will have about 25 yards or so to feel comfortable for a field goal. And they get 13 of that on a pass to Hayden Hurst. So now the ball is going to be at the Ravens 47. Looking at a 1st and 10. What was that, Bagel? What's our rules analyst think about this, huh? Huh? What? Are you done with me? Are you done with me already? Are you done with me already? I think she's done with me already. Okay. And, go run. There we go. So let's take a look here. We have the Bengals trying to push this in and try to do some good work here. So the ball is sitting at the Ravens 47, looking at a 1st and 10. And let's see what they ought to do. The Bengals now, what do they do? So they go for a run with Mixon, but they're going to lose a yard on that run. Patrick Queen on the stop, and he was right there, and he just blew that up. All right. So now the Ravens going to be sitting here.
I wonder who his king is. Mr.
What?
Queen, what's your king?
Well, Patrick Queen is going off right now. He is having a night so far. He is in the middle of everything. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow completes a pass to Jamar Chase for 3 yards to the Ravens 45, and the stop was made by Roquan Smith. All right, let's take a look here what we've got rolling. And that was a nice little attempt at a pass and run by Jamar Chase on the screen, but not much having. So what do the Bengals opt to do here? 3rd and 8 at the 45. You got to get this 1st down. And they do. Joe Burrow completes a pass to Jamar Chase, and he runs it up to the Ravens 33 for 12 yards. Now you're talking already about a field goal, maybe even a touchdown. We got FaZe Speed in here saying hi. How are you doing tonight? We're just chilling here, watching the game, having a good time, and
nice
talking what we see.
Chase.
So let's see here. Now the Bengals they're already driving. They're talking more points. I mean, they're trying to go up 2 possessions by the end of this 1st quarter. So
what a catch by Jamar Chase.
What?
Good catch by Jamar Chase.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see because I'm using kind of 2 things right now. Oh, wow, that was a nice catch, yeah. And never mind. A lot of that gets undone as Joe Burrow was sacked for a loss to 9. Justin Houston on the stop and getting up in there. So just like that, the Bengals do lose a lot of that yardage. So let's see how this goes here. Let's take a look. So the offensive line there didn't do bad, but you had the middle and the edge both collapse. That was how that sack happened. Faye saying, let's go Jags. I'm with you, man. I kind of want to see the Ravens win this, even though I picked the Bengals, because I would love to see the Jags make an underdog run. Like a dark horse run to the AFC Championship, maybe Super Bowl. But I don't know if they can do it in Arrowhead. That's the only thing.
Oh, that was a horse collar.
Was it? Let me see.
That's a horse collar.
Yeah, that was a horse
call.
collar. I'm not sure why they're not calling it, but Houston did get the sack. Should have been a horse collar. Didn't call it, though. But anyway, Burrow does make it up with a 9-yard pass to T. Higgins. Right now, they are at 3rd and 10, back at the 33-yard line. Let's see where they opt to go. But like, I'm pulling for the Jags to be a dark horse late season push. I would love to see it. And Joe Burrow completing a pass to Jamar Chase ran up for 13 yards to the Baltimore 20. And just like that, Marcus Peters and Roquan Smith on the tackle. But the Bengals are cruising now, sitting in the red zone at the Ravens 20. Faye is asking who will win this one. You see, I picked the Bengals, but I would love to see the Ravens. Because if the Ravens do, then the Jags already will make it in against the Bills. They'll have a better time winning in Buffalo, I think, than in Arrowhead. So I want to see the Ravens, but all reality tells us the Bengals. Because the Bengals are just way too good. The Ravens are way too injured right now.
Like you would cheer for the Ravens and Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah, I was at that Steelers-Browns game this past week 18. And man, the fans were chanting something that would have gotten you killed in Pittsburgh about 7 years ago. We're sitting here and all of a sudden you hear the fans chanting, "Let's go Flacco." That would have gotten you killed in Pittsburgh about 7 years ago. So here we go, that was a nice little play there too.
We got a flag. We got some extracurricular activity.
So seeing that, a little bit of going at it between Mixon and who is that? That is Marcus Peters, isn't it? 24?
That's gonna go against. That's gonna go against. I think that's gonna go against Mixon.
Yeah, Mixon got into it with Marcus Peters a little bit after the play. It was a 1-yard run, but now we're seeing a little bit of Fight Club happening. A little bit of NFL Fight Club.
Don't tell me this is gonna be one of those games.
Oh, it will. There's a lot of emotion here. The Ravens just got pummeled by this team last week. So there's going to be a lot of emotion on the side of the Ravens. And it was a penalty on Marcus Peters for taunting, enforced at the 19. So that's going to put the ball at the Ravens 9, and the Bengals have 1st and goal. There was no penalty on Mixon. Instead, Marcus Peters gets the taunt.
Yeah, he wouldn't get off him.
Yep, there it is. He kind of pushed down in. You can't push down into your opponent like that. So Mixon responded by yeeting him off.
Yeet.
Well, that works.
Well, that's...
And there is an offensive holding penalty on Williams. After Burrow passed to Perrine at the Baltimore 1, the holding will undo that and undermine that play. Because, of course, it will.
Oh, gosh.
That would have set up the Bengals to put a touchdown in for sure. But we are cruising now towards the end of the first quarter here. With 40 seconds left in this quarter, the Bengals are trying to punch this in, but it is 1st and goal from the 19. So it's going to be a long push for them. As Burrow completes a pass to Chase to the Baltimore 7, 12-yard game there. Patrick Queen is there on the stop. So the Bengals are looking at 2nd and goal from the 7, so they got that penalty yardage back. And then some. So let's see here. And wow, we are only one click of that subscribe button away from 250. This is unreal. Let's see if we can hit that tonight. That would be awesome if we could. That would be awesome.
Get us to 250. Somebody subscribe.
But it looks like at this point that will take us to the end of the first. So we'll be starting the second quarter here tonight, and let's see how this goes. The Bengals are doing a good job pushing downfield, and we will start the second quarter with a 2nd and goal at the Ravens 7 for the Bengals.
All right, I'll be back again. I have to clean up my dinner here.
What?
I have to clean up my mess here. I'll be right back.
All right. Face saying just subbed. Thank you, man. Awesome to see that. We are doing our best here to provide you some of the best content we can for y'all. And we will have probably a video out tomorrow because we do have a spreadsheet. Just made it up this past weekend for the free agent market. If you want to keep up to date as to who's still available, who's likely moving, who's a free agent, who still has yet to sign, go ahead and I'll share that tomorrow in a video. You can go ahead and follow along with that one. We'll update it pretty much daily as much as we can during free agency, just to keep everything up to date. But let's take a look here. We are still one away. Can we do it in this? Can we do this before the Bengals score a touchdown here? That would be awesome. Faye's asking if the Ravens extend Lamar. I don't know if they do, because I know the Ravens want to, but I don't think that they'll be able to offer the money that Lamar wants. That's the issue. That Lamar wants the money and he wants it fully guaranteed. That was why there wasn't a deal in the offseason. He saw the deals that Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson got and said, I want that. And the Ravens don't have the cap space or just aren't willing to spend that kind of money on Lamar Jackson. Which is kind of fair whenever Lamar Jackson is one bad knee injury away, one ACL tear away from becoming an RG3 situation. And I don't think that you want that as your quarterback with hundreds of millions of dollars guaranteed invested in it. So I see the Ravens' argument. I just don't think that they can come to terms on an agreement. So I think he ends up somewhere else. Maybe the Jets, I would say, is probably a good spot where Lamar could get the guaranteed money and he could still make a push for the playoffs. Because the Jets are set up to win with a good quarterback. Give them a Lamar Jackson. Give them an Aaron Rodgers in his prime. Give them a good quarterback that's an upgrade from Zach Wilson, and they will be a damn good team going forward here. They are set up to win with a strong defense and a large wide receiver group that is young and still on their rookie deals. And if they could prove that they can win, then they might be willing to take a little bit more of a discount to win. But here we go. The Bengals do end up getting a touchdown as Burrow makes a pass to Jamar Chase. And it is a touchdown for the Bengals. And just like that, the Bengals will go up 9-0. So they are just a PAT away from going up by 10. So we'll see what happens here. A nice play there for the Ravens. And the PAT is no good? Evan McPherson, no good, wide right. Wow. That is rough. That is rough that they didn't get the PAT. Wow. I want to see this. Was it a bad hold? Bad snap? I don't know. But right now, let's take a look at this play here. So, here comes the snap. Hold. No, it was good snap, good hold, bad kick. So that was just botched by McPherson. So just like that, the Bengals are only up 9, not 10. So, hey, we did it as the Bengals got that touchdown. Thank you guys. Awesome to see it. We just hit 250. Well, let's see. Let's keep this game going. Let's keep this train moving. I don't know why, but my throat is hurting right now. But I still don't care. I keep doing this for you guys. Ugh. But yeah, that was a good snap, good hold. He just shanked it right. So McPherson blowing that kick. Not what you really want to see out of your guy. Phase and dedicated, you know it. It hurts to speak, but I will do it. I'll be drinking a lot more drink tonight to keep that moist, but we do it. And we'll be back at it tomorrow night for the Bucs game. Bucs versus the Cowboys, where the Cowboys will get annihilated. Ain't that right, PDF?
Wait, what?
Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow for the Cowboys game where the Cowboys will get annihilated. Isn't that right?
I don't even know if I want to join based on how mad I'll get.
Tom Brady will just
And with
prove as to why he is the GOAT against that team.
He honestly.
He will prove even further
if
as to
the
why he's the
Cowboys
GOAT.
win, it's going to be undeserved. I'm just saying that right now. It'll be so undeserved based on how I've seen them play at the second half of the season since Dak has come back. I mean, couple good games, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I am like, I don't know if I should even watch the game. Just chance it and not watch it.
Oh, you're not gonna join the stream and go, Cowboys losing.
I don't know. I'm good. I mean, HD is already gonna get on my case about it if they lose.
Oh, you know it. We're not gonna let you live. Well, the thing is, you know what I was telling him earlier today? I said, if the Bills lose and the Cowboys happen to win, PDF's never gonna let you live it down. Oh, first round exits. Yeah, you're talking about your team.
I wouldn't be that. I wouldn't be that
you give us a taste of our own medicine. I know it. I know you. I've only known you for what, like 10 years? 14 years, actually?
Nah, I'm not going to. Nah.
Well,
do you want to talk about it? That's what you
What?
should be like with me. Is like, do you want to talk about it? And I'll be like, no, I don't want to talk about it. And I'll do my classic Scooter Magruder impression saying, nobody talked to me for 24, 48 hours.
Huh. So the Ravens starting with the ball at the 25 after a touchback, and Huntley throws an incomplete pass to Rickard as Hubbard was on there on the defense. So the Bengals putting up a solid defense, and the Ravens looking at 2nd and 10. And the Ravens are the first team to enter the postseason with 17 or fewer points in final 6 games. That is insane to think about. This team is struggling that much. But here we go. Let's see what they ought to do next. And that wasn't even a close pass. Looking back at that incomplete pass to Pickard, I mean, he just yeeted it at the feet. Wow. But Huntley does complete a pass to Sammy Watkins to the Ravens 37. Nice little 12-yard gain. Eli Apple is on the stop. But it is a 1st and 10 at the Ravens 37. So the Ravens are starting to move the ball pretty effectively. Let's see if they can keep it going and maybe try to get downfield, get some points on the board. Let's see it. And looking at that pass, Watkins was able to really break through on that. A perfect pass by Huntley. And then Gus Edwards gets a nice little 6-yard run to the Ravens 43. Looking now at a 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. Can they manage to pull this off? Let's see. Will they get the points they need? All right. Looking back at that Watkins play, that was a really nice grab by him. And let's see what they do here. So you're at the 43, your own 43. Down 9, 2nd and 4. How do the Ravens respond? Let's see what they ought to do. I mean, that run by Edwards was nice. He broke through a hole and was able to just get in there. Meanwhile, J.K. Dobbins gets a nice little 3-yard run to the Ravens 46, stopped by Wilson. So the Ravens are looking at a 3rd and 1. We're going to have to see how long of a yard that is. But usually on any kind of 1, you can QB sneak it and get it. So we'll have to see what happens here. So Lamar, that was a nice little pass here, a nice little run. Let's see how close it was. That is a full yard. That's not even half a yard. It's a full yard. Meanwhile, they did go for the run, and they did get a 4-yard run. Von Bell on the stop, but it was after a 1st down was made at the 50-yard line. So just like that, the Ravens are at midfield and are trying to enter Bengal territory. Now remember, last time they did this, they threw an interception, so be cautious there. We'll have to see if they throw another one here, but they are trying to avoid that same fate again. So let's see it. Can the Ravens avoid a pick and be able to get downfield here, get some points and then give it back to the Bengals, try to get some momentum going. We'll have to see what they opt to do, but I would think you got to go back to the air. No, they go for a J.K. Dobbins run all the way down to the Bengals 37 for 13 yards. Just like that, the Ravens are right at the fringe of field goal range. Oh, wait. You have Justin Tucker. You were in field goal range when you hit the 45.
Oh, yeah, for Tucker.
So you are definitely in field goal range now. You're just trying to pump it downfield and get that touchdown at this point, or make it an easier field goal. So go for another run. Smart keeping it on the ground. It goes for a yard to the Bengals 36. Looking now at 2nd and 9 for the Ravens. They are going to try to see what they can do. Not sure how much more you go to the air, given what happened with Tyler Huntley last drive. I mean, you can, but I don't know if that's really a smart option, given what happened. So we'll have to see. But yeah, looking at that run, that was going nowhere quick. It was right down the middle, and man, there was nowhere to go. So seeing here what they do on 2nd and 9. They go for a nice little pass. Huntley completes it to Robinson, and he goes out of bounds at the Bengals 28. Nice little 8-yard gain, making it a 3rd down and 1. We're going to have to see how full of a yard that is, but it is 1. So I would imagine they probably convert keeping it on the ground. Let's see what they opt to do. Let's take a look at that play here. So Huntley gets the pass off. It's caught, and that is, I'd say somewhere around the ballpark of like 3/4 to half a yard. Something in that range. So it's definitely a sneakable distance if you want to go that route. We'll have to see what happens here. But do they go or do they get it? Let's take a look here.
Oh, that was like helmet to helmet, that last play.
Was it?
It was a little bit.
A little bit, but they do that move all the time.
Yeah.
And they go for a direct snap, I think it was to Andrews, but no gain on that. It was a full yard. And they hand off to Andrews, and he gets maybe a 1/4 yard. Oh, so you're looking at a 4th and 1. Do you go for it here if you're the Ravens?
He's going for it. I read his lips. He's going for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You have a strong smash mouth run game. You can get this 1 yard. If you can't get 1 yard on 2 runs, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
But the Ravens did take a timeout, so we're gonna have to see. Are they considering? Or are they just going to take the timeout, regroup, and then go for it? We're going to have to see. They kept him on the field, but they had to take a timeout.
You got to think about this. Yep.
Or, no, I was thinking, maybe they were going to try to pull him offside, but no. Because they didn't even get set at all.
Nope.
We'll go without the hat for a little bit. I'm going to switch in between the hat and no hat every so often here. And Faye's saying, what would I do? Well, I've already said this many times before. If I was a coach in the NFL, I would be on the more aggressive side for sure. And I would go for it here. I would wholeheartedly push it down the middle, try to get it through there, and get that yard. If we can't get a yard in 2 plays, we don't deserve to play football. And just like that, Macari reported as eligible, and Huntley gets the run to the Bengals 26 for 2 yards, and they convert the 1st down. So just like that, they go for it, they get it. Especially with a team with that kind of a run game, I mean, you really got to think about it. I mean, you're going to get there. There's not a doubt in my mind. So, you got Hubbard and Carter reported as the tacklers. I mean, he was able to get it. It kind of stopped at the line, but he did get it. And then J.K. Dobbins goes to the left end to the Bengals 25 for a gain of 1. So cruising down the field now at the Bengals 25-yard line with 9:18 and rolling left in the 2nd quarter here. The Ravens are looking at 2nd and 9. So let's see what they can do. It was a nice little push through on the sneak. And looking back at that J.K. Dobbins run, I mean, there was nowhere for him to go. He got slammed as soon as he met that line. So it probably was only half a yard. Looking at it. But just like that, Huntley manages to complete a pass to Andrews for 14 yards to the Cincinnati 11. Looking at a 1st and 10 at the Bengals 11 in the red zone. Let's see if the Ravens can make this touchdown. They're looking like they're trying to go for it, and I think they will get this touchdown here. Especially, they should be able to get some yardage here, some decent yardage, and be able to get something out of it. I think looking at it, they're going to get down to about that 3-yard line, something like that, and you're going to have to say, okay, we can get this. We're not going to kick a field goal this close. We're going to get it. Well, Huntley goes for a run, and he gets down to the Bengals 9, pushed out by Hill, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. So let's see what they opt to go for here. The Bengals trying to hold strong on defense and create one last stand. But I'm not sure if the Ravens were able to get this in here. They're going to try. Oh, they did get, it was a 3-yard run, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 down to the Bengals 8. They just corrected the system here. So let's see what they opt to do. 7:54 and rolling. What do they do here? The Ravens trying to see what they can get. Well, let's see it. It should be coming soon. J.K. Dobbins, a run to the 6. Gain of 2 on that play there. Looking now at a 3rd down and 5 at the Bengals 6. And this is going to come down. This is going to be real close here. Can the Ravens manage to punch it in? PDF, what say you? You think they could punch it in here?
In a couple plays, yeah.
I would consider this 4-down territory if I were Harbaugh. If I don't lose yardage, I'm calling this 4-down territory. At the Bengals 6, I'm not going to kick a field goal this close to the end zone.
Yeah.
As long as I don't throw an interception, worst case scenario, we give them the ball deep in their own territory, and I trust my defensive line to put a blitz on.
Well, red zone offense is second worst in the NFL in the last 5
Yeah, but I
games.
still have faith in that team. Worst case scenario, as long as we don't bumble it and fumble it,
Yeah.
As long as we don't fumble it or turn it over, they're getting the ball deep in their own territory. As long as we don't lose yardage or turn it over.
There's a flag.
So looking at the 6,
Didn't
Huntley
get
trying to
anywhere, but there's a
scramble. There's a flag. Maybe a defensive hold? I would assume maybe holding on the defense?
Yep.
Considering it came out of the secondary like that?
Face mask.
Okay, so it was a sack at the 11 was what it was recorded as. Split by Osai and Bell. But it was a face mask on Hill. 3 yards and forced it to 6. No play. So 1st down and goal at the 3 for the Ravens. They are cruising their way right now to try and get themselves that touchdown.
You can't do. Yeah, you can see him right there. That's an obvious face mask.
Yep, that is a clear and obvious face mask. I kind of figured it was on the defense when it came out of the secondary like that.
It was likely a face mask. Unlikely.
Oh, boy. That's almost as bad as me saying Swift was swiftly met at the line.
Yeah.
Well, Gus Edwards on the run
Nowhere.
for no gain. Still at the 3, back at the line of scrimmage. So looking now at a 2nd and goal. Can they convert? Let's go ahead and shift this a little bit. So let's see. You're sitting here. 2nd and goal at the 3. This is 4-down territory for sure for Harbaugh. There's no way John Harbaugh does not go for it here on 4th if he doesn't lose yardage. Not a way in my mind I see that happening. So let's see. Huntley gets a nice little run to the Cincinnati 2, looking at a 3rd and goal at the 2 after a gain of a yard.
Who was that, Dobbs? He had a wide open...
Yeah, but that was a designed QB sneak.
Oh.
That was not intended for it to be a pass. That was a direct snap. He was going to get it and run out there. So we'll have to see what they opt to do here, but looking here, they're going to try to run it in there. I don't think they pass it. They're going way too run heavy right now. I'm assuming maybe a penalty on this play here because it's not showing up yet. So Huntley in shotgun here.
It's a touchdown.
He takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws to the near side, caught by Dobbins. It's close. That's going to be under review. They call it a touchdown, but that's going to be under review. So let's go ahead and update this to 6 because it is calling the field a touchdown. But that was really close. Looking here, Dobbins. I don't know about that one.
No, probably not.
Let's see here. The hand is not considered. Maybe. It's really close. It is really close. So they are going to say it is a touchdown. I think they're going to confirm it here. I mean, it was really close, though. Like, he extended and barely got it over. So, looking here. There it crosses, and he's still in the air. Yep. That is a touchdown. There's where the next part is down, and the ball's already well past the plane. And the extra point is good, making it a 9-7 game. The Bengals about ready to get the ball back, but they are only up 2 now as opposed to being up 3.
So they can
you gotta
take
consider
the
maybe
lead
going
half.
for 2 on a touchdown.
They can take the lead with just a field goal if they get the ball back and stop Cincinnati.
Yeah, they can. So we'll have to see what they opt to do here. All right.
All right. What do y'all think of the game so far, chat?
I mean, this game has been a great game to watch so far.
This entire playoffs so far.
Oh, yeah. Man, my short talking about this stream, that's probably why this stream is doing as well as it has been.
Yeah.
That's like 1,180 views already. Jeez. But yeah, we're ready to see what the Bengals got in store as they come back onto the field on offense. Right now, they were moving the ball very effectively early, but they have been slowing down in recent drives. So we'll have to see what they do. I mean, early on, they were gaining chunk plays at will, but then they got stalled out at the 20. So, can the Bengals pull through and get themselves a big score here? That's the big thing. As we are ready to see what they've got rolling. But I'd say next week, the Giants-Eagles game is going to be a really good one to watch. Like, that matchup is going to be a really solid one. We just saw it last week. The Giants rested their starters, and they only lost by 6 to the Eagles. So that'll be very interesting to watch just in and of itself.
Yeah,
What?
the Giants are going to Philadelphia,
Yep,
and the winner of the Boys and Bucks game goes to San Francisco.
Yep.
So either way, we're not getting to the NFC Championship, I don't think. At least,
Well, you know what?
realistically. There's always next year, right?
What?
There's always next year, though. Don't worry.
Who has the better chance, though? Who has the better chance of beating San Francisco?
I have no idea. Certainly not. I don't think Brady has a chance. I mean, look at that game early this season.
I mean, yeah, but still, it's playoff Brady. You know?
and I haven't seen the Cowboys play the Niners this year, so I don't know. I think it's pretty even.
Also, you know what's too funny? So you know this, you know the one guy on TikTok that does like the bandwagon boarding pass. You know who Rams fans get to root for?
The winner of the Bucks Cowboys game.
No. Whenever the Rams got eliminated, they were able to start cheering for Cowboy fans. Or start cheering for the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
But Steeler fans get to root for the Giants, so I'm a Steeler fan for now.
Oh yeah.
Which,
But
honestly, the Giants kind of surprising that they managed to pull off that win.
I called it. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I picked
Yeah,
it too, but
the
I picked
Vikings.
that without having much faith in that pick.
I had good faith in that pick because the Vikings had a -3 point differential and had a winning record. There's no way that they were gonna. They were frauds to begin with, in my opinion. They were more of a
but they were
fraud than
still
the
playing
Eagles and the
decent
Cowboys
football,
combined.
They were playing good in the close games. But the Bengals
Yeah,
here starting their drive at their own 30. They get themselves a nice little 3-yard run with Mixon up to the 33. So they're looking at a 2nd and 7. So let's see what they ought to do here. Let's see how they go for it. And an incomplete pass is how they follow that up to Jamar Chase. And out of our 14 votes, we have 7 votes for the Bengals. 21% of the votes are for Chaos, and 29% are for the Ravens. So let's see how they fare. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and check out on the other social platforms how they are doing. All right, faring pretty solid. Pretty solid. And here we go. Let's see what the Bengals opt to do here on this 3rd down and 7 play. The 2nd down play was incomplete, but the 3rd down play is a nice little pass to T. Higgins to the 45 for a gain of 12. So still on their own side of the field, but they are cruising down this field pretty effortlessly. I mean, they're getting nice chunk plays. They'll have a bad play, but then they'll have a chunk play. That's the nature of this team. So,
Nice catch.
What?
Did you see the play?
I did not.
That was a good catch by T. Higgins.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm seeing it now, so I'll get to watch it. But Burrow does throw an incomplete pass to Jamar Chase on the 1st down play. I mean, that was a pretty routine catch. I don't know what was so spectacular about it. So, I mean, that was a pretty standard one,
Ooh, incomplete.
But let's see here. So, Burrow did throw that incomplete pass to Jamar Chase. There is 3:34 left in the first half. Bengals still having all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as Burrow gets sacked by Odafe Owe, I think is what his name, or Ofidi Owe, something like that. But Owe on the sack. And let's just take a look. We'll take a look at halftime at some of the stats here in the first half. But let's just go ahead and just cruise here, see what's going on. And here we go. Let's see what the Bengals opt to do as they are looking at a 3rd and 16 at their own 39. Can they convert here and get themselves in field goal range? We'll have to see here. But right now you're looking at probably close to 240 or 250 at the snap of this next play. So we'll see what happens here once this next play comes off. But, I mean, it was a nice play by Owe to get through the line and be able to get what he needed done. Get home to the quarterback and sack him down. So we'll get to see what they get to do here. But we have the Bengals trying to get downfield and get some points before half. Let's see if they can do it. Remember, you are sitting at the 39-yard line with a 3rd and 16. So you got to convert here. If you don't convert, you're not getting points. Unless you go for it on 4th down, which you could consider if you're close enough.
Did he lose the ball?
Well, we're going to see here. Burrow was back to throw, and he threw it over there. It was caught. That was Hurst, I think. But the ball came out, and there was a scramble for the ball. So what actually happened? So who has it? It's a close. It's a hard fight for the ball. Ravens saying they have it. Bengals not saying anything. Let's see who has it.
Hamilton knocked it free. Hamilton recovered.
And they're going to say the Ravens have it, I think. Ravens have the ball. Well, just like that, the Ravens make a turnover occur, and they get the ball. Huge play for them, and they will have about 2.5 minutes to cruise downfield and try to get more points before half. Man, Chaos is winning out tonight. Like chaos is having a good day. You had the Bills game earlier, which was just full of chaos, which we covered.
How was
then
that
you
even
had the drama-filled middle game, and then you have this game right here happening the way it is.
How was that Bills-Dolphins game so close?
Oh, you know what it was? Mistakes.
I didn't watch.
It was
I didn't
mistakes. The Bills were shooting themselves in the foot. Josh Allen turned the ball over 3 times, and the Dolphins got 18 points off of those turnovers. That's all it was. The Bengals, or 18 of the Dolphins' points came off of turnovers. So,
Wow. I mean, I didn't
that
watch
was
the
what
game,
gave
but
the game that close. Allen threw 2 picks, and then he fumbled, and that fumble turned into a touchdown. It was deep, like he fumbled it back at his own 15 or something like that, and one of the big boys from the Dolphins got a big boy touchdown. So, big play there for them. That was why that game was so close. Let's take a look here.
And of course, we had that Jags game last night.
Yeah.
That was a good
I mean,
game.
this chaos has been winning out this playoffs, but now the Ravens are starting with the ball at the Bengals 44. So they are in a really good spot right now to try to make some noise and get some more points.
If chaos is winning, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to handle the Cowboys game tomorrow. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if I'll be able to emotionally handle it.
Yeah, HD was pretty emotionally distraught today himself. He joined saying he was having heart attacks about that game.
Well, not funny considering the circumstances, but
What circumstances?
DeMar Hamlin.
Well, no, it wasn't the whole DeMar Hamlin. That was cardiac arrest. That was something completely different from a heart attack.
Yeah.
But the Ravens going to start off their drive with a 6-yard run by Gus Edwards to the Bengals' 38-yard line. Nice little start to the drive. You kind of try to push downfield. Now, while you guys are here, if you want to go ahead and vote, we have a little poll over there. Who's winning tonight? Do we have the Ravens winning? Do we have the Bengals winning? Or is just chaos going to win in the end? Remember the theme of today. Embrace the chaos. So the Ravens getting this nice little 6-yard run, little drive starter. Going to be at 2nd and 4 at the Bengals 38. So let's see what happens here. The Ravens are going to take it to the 2-minute warning. So we have reached the 2-minute warning timeout here in Cincinnati, Ohio. So what have you gotten from this game so far, PDF?
Embrace the chaos. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, that's been pretty much this game. I'm looking at this game through the lens of the Ravens are really taking advantage of mistakes. The Bengals are making mistakes, and the Ravens are capitalizing.
Making mistakes.
What?
I mean, all the favorites are making mistakes, and it's like playoff nervousness. It's playoffs.
Yep.
It's like everybody's nervous.
I mean, that's the big thing of the day, is that just watching this, everyone is just making crucial mistakes at crucial times. I mean, you see what's happening. I mean, Josh Allen, he had 3 turnovers today. He committed 3 turnovers. You know?
I got Trevor Lawrence committing 4 INTs and somehow winning.
Yep. 4 ints and being down 27-0. I still can't believe that game.
I know.
Like, that is just insane to think about. That man was down by 27 at the midpoint of the second quarter and threw 4 interceptions, and he still won. So, that was just insane to think about. We'll have to take a look here and see what we've got rolling.
Imagine
what the Ravens opt to do here on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Remember, they do have 2 timeouts left, so...
Imagine the Cowboys winning and have all these turnovers. I'm just thinking of all the possible scenarios.
That's just a wet dream, my bud. The Cowboys will never win with that many turnovers. The Cowboys commit 2 and they're dead. Dead in the water.
Well, anything can happen. I mean, I thought the Jags were dead in the water after being down 27-0 and 4 interceptions.
Yeah, but that's the Jags, not the Cowboys.
Why can't the Cowboys be like the Jags?
Because they're the Cowboys.
For what reason, though?
Just because they're the Cowboys.
That's not a legitimate reason.
Oh, yes, it is.
Just the Cowboys. That's
Hey,
like saying...
PDF, I need to let you know something as well. You need to tell your team thank you. You know why?
Oh my god. No,
The other day I was trying to vacuum around the house, and my vacuum cleaner stopped working. Well, I decided to put a Dallas Cowboys sticker on it, and it just automatically started sucking again.
Don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Well, the Ravens come out of the 2-minute warning with a nice little Gus Edwards run to the Bengals 33. Nice little 5-yard gain for them and a new set of downs. So let's see what they opt to do. Right now, the Bengals trying to hold defensively, trying to prevent the Ravens from doing much of anything. But the Ravens are trying to get on the board again before half and see if they can. Wow.
Ooh, ouch for Jonah Williams. He got his knee.
Ooh, oh, that knee just completely buckled. Ouch, that knee just completely buckled. That might be an ACL, man.
Oh, bad snap.
Well, let's see what happened.
Oh my god.
Huntley, whoa! Snap goes well
What?
back behind.
What?
Huntley looking to throw, scrambling. He lets it go. That is caught. Who was that? Can't tell who that was, but there was a fumble? No.
No fumble. What? Bad snap? Oh my.
Wow.
Oh, that's a replay.
But then, looking at this very next play here, Huntley goes to the Cincinnati 33 for no gain, fumbles, and is recovered at the 26. So now the Ravens are sitting with a second and 1, at the Bengals 5.
No, it was a first down.
2nd and 1 at the Bengals 5 is what we're looking at now for the Ravens.
1st and 10. At the
2nd and 1 at the Bengals 5.
Oh, you're.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see everything that happened. Like, a lot just happened in a quick little time span. But, yeah, nice little pass to the Bengals 5. Nice little pass to Justice
Now we have
Hill.
another injury. Eli Apple's down.
Eli Apple is down.
Yep.
That is no bueno. Oh, yeah, I see him down. Well, that makes 2 kitties that have fallen this game.
Kitty.
That is not what you want to see.
Kitty.
And that is why Paycor Stadium must be demolished immediately.
This is the injury. Oh my god.
This field must be demolished immediately.
Yeah.
And it was a Cincinnati timeout, as it was within 2 minutes.
The Columbus Bengals.
Ugh.
Move the Bengals to Columbus.
I don't know, but you got to do something. I mean, Paycor has been home to some of the nastiest injuries in recent
You got
years.
Antonio Brown's injury.
Ryan Shazier.
Yeah.
And then 2 this year, Tua and DeMar.
DeMar. Who else? Who was the other guy?
Tua.
Tua.
Yeah. But that also had to do with Mike McDaniel being a dum-dum head and starting Tua after taking a bad hit against the Bills.
Like, how is that not a concussion? Like, did you not see the severe whiplash in the head? And he's grabbing his head after the hit.
Well, did you not see when he literally did this? So this man couldn't have had anything to drink because he's been playing football, but he gets up, he's like, how is that not trauma? He stumbled around like he was drunk.
I know, that's a neuro issue. As urinating tree said, that's a neuro issue. That's balance.
Yep.
Like, how is that not a concussion? A back injury, an ankle injury, like, bull crap.
Uh-huh. That was complete garbage. But yeah, so we're going to be sitting here, the Bengals taking their time out of 28 seconds due to Eli Apple. And let's see, the Ravens are going to have 28 seconds. They also have 2 timeouts. The run game is not off the table with a 2nd and 1 at the Bengals 5. So let's see what they opt to do here. Well, let me take a look here at some of my picks. So I made the Sunday night 7. Let's track it here. So Joe Burrow already at 122 yards, which bodes well for me, and 1 passing touchdown. Tyler Huntley is, of course, getting like all of the stuff here. I'm not going to get it right because of Tyler Huntley. I'm not going to get it because of Tyler Huntley. That's going to be the issue. Because I didn't know how much Tyler Huntley was going to play tonight, so I picked him for 140 to 169 total yards and a touchdown. You know?
Yeah.
Mixon not doing too well either. I mean, he needs to get going himself. Same with Mark Andrews. He only has 14 receiving yards. Looking here. Current 16 points. I put it on 60. So here we go. Can the Ravens punch it in? Well, they're going to get a little run up the middle to the Cincinnati 3, and they are going to take a timeout. Timeout number 2 for them. And the run game is still not off the table just yet. You have to see what they opt to do here, but there is 23 seconds left. So can the Ravens do this? And they go back to commercial, because of course they do. They come back for 1 play, and then they go back to commercial. Because that's just how the NFL do it. But if I take a look at how I did last week, let's see here. Last week, I got 10 points. I sucked. Well, because Aaron Rodgers sucked. And Jared Goff sucked. And Aaron Jones sucked.
Touching the court.
And Amon-Ra St. Brown sucked. Both teams sucked. DeAndre Swift didn't get a touchdown. I only got the Lions winning by 4-5. That was it. So Jason wins no money from Sunday Night 7. So we'll have to see how this goes. But right now, not doing too hatefully tonight. Looking all right. And I'm ready to see what the Ravens can do if they could punch this in for a touchdown. Oh man, my throat is gonna hurt. It's gonna hate me tomorrow. I still have to record part of a video tonight. Because if I don't record part of a video tonight, I'm not going to have it done in time for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, because tomorrow night I need to upload a video and schedule it because I'm going to be on the road all day Tuesday. You know? Oh boy. Well, let's see what the Ravens opt to do here. They are trying to get themselves in the lead. They should be in the lead no matter what happens after or at half. So let's see what happens. And here we go. Ready to see the Ravens try to do this. Come on, boys. Let's punch it in. So the Ravens playing a good half so far, which has been the downfall of a lot of teams this round. And a pass goes backwards. Mark Andrews catches it at the Cincinnati 4 and is brought down for a loss of a yard. So we'll have to see what happens here. With not a lot of left.
They take a timeout, though.
They did. Interesting choice to use the timeout there. You know? You still have 16 seconds left.
I mean, either way, they're going to take the lead, so...
Maybe. At this point, if they're going to go for another shot, you know? If they're going to go for another shot, a bad play here, and you could be looking at a situation where you're not going to be able to have enough time to get the field goal unit on. You know? Huntley would have been better throwing that away and saving the timeout. He would have been a yard closer and the clock would have stopped naturally without using the last timeout. Throwing the dirt right in front of the receiver, you know?
Yeah.
But here we go. Huntley going for the end zone. Incomplete pass intended for Robinson. So not quite what you wanted to see there, but doing all right. And it looks like there's going to be a couple of ticks left. So let's see what they opt here. They are going to have a few ticks left, but not a lot. Not a lot of time left. 13 seconds.
He was even out of bounds at that throw, too.
What?
He was going out of bounds with that throw, too.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have anything quick.
All right, guys.
You know? At this point, nothing is off the table. But the Bengals are going to use a timeout. Surprisingly enough. I'm not sure why they would opt for the timeout, but maybe they want to take another look at that defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bengals did get the timeout off. So let's take a look here. Oh man, my head is hurting, my dude.
Uh-oh. You need to stop the stream, or
Nope. Because I'm not a quitter.
Take some Advil and water.
I'm not a quitter. I make it through the game.
Your health comes before the stream, dude.
I'll stream till I'm dead.
Boy.
Well, the Huntley goes to try to get Watkins, but does not seem to get him on an incomplete pass here.
Take the points at this. I would just take the points, get the field goal.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really going to do anything if you don't get the points. You know? You're either going to go up 1 or you're going to go up, let's say it'll be 5. But if you try to go up 5, you're not guaranteed anything, you know?
Yeah, just go for the easy
points. And you're not even going to be able to reap the benefit. Yep, they're putting the field goal unit on. But if you would even try to go for it and you don't get it, you're not going to reap the benefits of pinning your opponent deep because they're just going to kneel it into half. And just like that, the Ravens do make the field goal, so they do go up 10-9. Now at this point, 7 seconds left. I don't think they go for anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this up for half. And I shall be right back. Because I am probably going to grab some Advil, actually. And maybe grab something else. We'll see. But I shall be back. We are set up for half. PDF, you're in charge, my dude.
All right. I think he's having a migraine. Too much thinking. I think he's done too much streaming, guys. Maybe I should take over. I should be the streamer. But the thing is, I'm not much of a talker. He's more of a talker than I am. Tucker with the kick. Oh, that was not a good kick. Shaq Taylor and at the 25. And that should be half. And Baltimore will be receiving in the second half. wall stream. Naked wall. Yes, John, yes. I think Jason's been streaming a little bit too much for his liking. For his, at least for his health. Because I think he's
Alright,
having
I
a
am
migraine.
back.
I was just telling the stream, I think you're having a migraine.
Yeah, my head was pounding. But I'm back. So let me go ahead here real quick. Pull up a couple of things. Let's check Twitter on some of the injuries. But yeah, I mean, this half has been an interesting half of football, to say the least. I mean, the Ravens have been doing all right. They've been doing a lot better than anyone expected. You know? You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure because I'm trying to avoid dead air, you know?
Yeah.
Well, let me go ahead here and take a quick little search to see what we have in terms of injuries. Why is Von Miller trending?
I don't know. Maybe he's trending. Maybe he said something on Twitter.
Let's see here. What do we have any news on Eli Apple? Trying to see if he
He's
gets
trending. TB12 is trending. Michael Irvin is trending.
Well, let's see.
Roughing the passer is trending. Frauds is trending. NFC Championship is trending.
Yeah, I mean, I get why roughing the passer is, because there was a controversial call in the Vikings game earlier today on that. Really didn't make sense as to why it was roughing the passer, but it was.
Yeah.
So, not quite sure where that came from, but they decided to call it on a routine tackle. So let's see what happens there. But right now, the Ravens trying to get some good stuff going. They have a nice lead right now. They are leading by 1. But remember, last time we had a team leading by 1 at the half, they fell. Or no, they fell big time. You remember that one, right? PDF?
Wait, what? What were you saying?
You remember the last time we had a team leading by 1 point at the half, right? They got obliterated in the second half.
Oh yeah. My mind drew a blank.
Seattle was up 17-16 at the half.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was trying to remember that.
Yeah, and then they just blew it in the second half whenever they couldn't get anything done. So, we'll have to see what happens there. See if the Bengals are able to pull that type of comeback off. And we'll see if the Ravens tend to bumble or if they come back.
Who are the biggest frauds of the 2022 season? And Joe Biden says, Minnesota. Oh, that's great.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Minnesota really, really lost in bad fashion today.
Yeah, why would you throw a short on 4th and 8? Like that's fireable for the OC.
I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking, but they were clearly not thinking with their right head.
Like they didn't even want to win on that play.
Yep. I mean, the Giants got screwed on a roughing the passer call, but it really didn't make a difference because they won anyway. But it still was awful for them to screw it like that. You know? So we'll have to see what happens here. The Giants going to go on to face the Eagles. Not sure how they'll fare in that game. I mean, they really aren't quite looking the greatest. They reached the divisional round for the first time since 2011 when they won Super Bowl 44. But let's see if they do it again here. I'm not sure if they do, though, because they are not looking like that kind of a team. But Daniel Jones didn't look bad in his playoff debut. You know? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just looking on Twitter.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Daniel Jones didn't look bad for his playoff debut.
I know.
He kept the team going, and he had their back. Today he was 24 for 35, 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, no wins, and 78 rushing yards. That's a pretty solid stat line for a quarterback. So, we'll have to see how the Giants fare going forward here. But I think they're looking pretty solid. I mean, they have a chance to make a decent run, you know? Oh, they got one of the big hat things again, too, the Giants did.
Oh, yeah.
Those big hat things are amazing. But, you know, not sure if we'll be able to get those. Because they are expensive. It's like $150 for a full custom. Or $125 for a full custom, something like that. You know?
Yep.
That ain't pocket change. But right now, the way things stand, I mean, the Ravens have been playing good. The Bengals had a key mistake. That's the thing. That's been the motto of this weekend, has been key mistakes. I mean, The Bengals have costly mistakes. The Bills had costly mistakes. Everyone's been dealing with costly mistakes. You know?
Yep. You're a little nervous for the dance.
Yeah. I mean, the only one who really hadn't was Seattle, and that was because Seattle had, like, no expectations. Seattle's expectation was to get blown out by San Fran.
Yeah, and they kept it close, at least for the beginning.
And then the second half happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept it close, and then the second half happened, and reality sunk in.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be coming out of half here soon. Let's go ahead and flip this over to Q3. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take a look here. All right. There we go. Ready to see what the Bengals got in stock. I think the Bengals start second half, right? No, the Ravens will start with the ball. So the Ravens will be starting with the ball here. We'll have to see what they can do. But Joe Burrow looking pretty solid. 14 for 19, 122 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Huntley, 8 for 12, 70 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Joe Mixon, 5 carries for 20 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 8 carries for 38 yards. Receiving, you have Jamar Chase, 6 receptions for 52 yards and a touchdown. And you have Oliver for the Ravens, 2 receptions for 26 yards. So the way things are looking here, the Bengals are playing pretty solid, but the Ravens are starting to get a little better. So we'll have to see if they can keep it up here in the second half. And wow, this game's actually moving quick. Unlike the one earlier today. Oh, that was a near 4-hour game earlier today. That was long. That game earlier today was long and painful. It was 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just about.
Can't imagine.
I think the stream clocked in at like 4 hours and 25 minutes or something like that, or 4 hours and 20 minutes. I mean, we started a half hour early, but still. I shouldn't be in the ballpark of 4. But we're here, ready to go for the second half. We should be coming out here soon. Hopefully. But man, I just don't even know what to think of this game, of this league anymore. I mean, expect the unexpected, embrace the chaos. Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing what this half has in store for us. So we'll see. Can the Bengals come back and just start playing better football? The defense has really been what's been struggling recently. The defense has been giving up key plays. The offense, I mean, they've been moving the ball, not like amazingly, but they've been moving it. Meanwhile, the Ravens just not really looking too strong on defense, but the offense is doing more than what you would expect right now. So, I was not expecting them to have 10 points up this half. But we'll see how it goes. Second half of action should be coming up here momentarily. Oh boy. I need to stretch real quick. Big stretch. Oh, get the blood pumping. Woo! But here we go, ready to see the second half of play. Should be coming up here pretty soon, I would imagine, I would hope. So there we go, there's that, and we are ready to go. If you guys have anything you would like to talk football related, the chat is the place to do it, and we will be watching that and getting back to you guys if you guys want to talk football. Otherwise, we will be chilling here talking this game mostly the rest of the night. So, the one thing I'm looking forward to seeing is, can the Ravens keep more or be more consistent in getting yards? Like, they'll get a yard here, and then they'll stall out a couple plays. Then they'll get another couple yards here, stall out again. If they get stalled that, they'll be at a good spot. So, meanwhile, the Bengals, it's just avoiding costly mistakes. They've had some costly mistakes that gave up points. If they can avoid that this second half, they'll be fine. They will be more than fine. And my voice is still clinging on. But here we go, ready to see the second half of action. Can the Bengals pull this off tonight? Or will they be sent home by the Ravens? Let's see. Second half action should be starting here soon. Ravens will be getting the ball, so let's go ahead and give the ball to them. So let's see. We've had a couple of close calls tonight, but we are ready to go.
All right, let's see what the second half has to show.
So here we go at the start of the third quarter, which they're going to go take a look here. Ravens offense, 17 plays, 72-yard touchdown drive in the second quarter, which is tied for the longest longest drive in postseason history. And Joe Burrow, 14 for 19, but he has been sacked 3 times. That is the big thing. He has been sacked, and that's the one thing they need to avoid. Looking at team stats, they both had 30 plays. The Ravens getting 10 more yards than them, 137 to 127. 1 turnover each, and time of possession has been fairly even, to say the least. So the Ravens will be starting at their own 20 after a return of 18 yards from the 2. And let's see what they can do here. Justice Hill on the nice return. Let's see if they can get things rolling. So here we are at the start of the third quarter. The Ravens trying their best to get something going here. Can they do it? Can the offense keep the ball moving, and will they be able to keep things going? So that was a nice looking play out of the gate, but a solid tackle there by Davis Gaither. And let's see how they fare. The Ravens ready to go on offense, and I'm ready to see how this goes. So J.K. Dobbins breaks free for a 15-yard run to the Ravens 35, with Von Bell being the tackler. But still a nice gain for them to go 15 yards. So let's see what we got here. Looking back at that play. They were in a decent look. Yeah, let's see it. So here we go. Let's see what the Ravens opt to do here. That 15-yard run was completely a nothing burger until it turned into a something. Man. That was a great play. But here we go for the Ravens. Let me take more of this. Okay. So Huntley completing a short pass to J.K. Dobbins to the 38 for 3 yards. Nice little gain there for them, and let's see if they can keep it rolling. J.K. Dobbins only 24 in his second year out of Ohio State. And looking pretty solid while doing so. So here we go, ready to see Lamar throw. That was a nice throw over the middle for 3 yards. Meanwhile, Gus Edwards gets a run, but they lose a yard on the play as Mike Hilton was there on the stop. So right now the Ravens looking at 3rd and 8 at their own 37 on a 3-play, 17-yard drive so far. Not eating up a lot of clock either. So we'll have to see what they can do here. And Huntley trying to do his best to lead this team to a victory. So let's see what they look to do. You had the 1-yard loss on the run there. Meanwhile, we're ready to see how the Ravens respond here on 3rd and 8. Do they convert it? Or do they still struggle? Let's take a look. We should be seeing this play here soon. I would think, unless maybe something big happened here, because we are not seeing it yet. This is probably a huge play. Oh, not really. It was a 4-yard scramble by Huntley, pushed out of bounds at the 41. So not having much, and the Ravens, 4th and 4, going to have to punt this one away. Oh, wow. So let's see what they can do. I mean, that was a nice try by Huntley, but he wasn't getting there. So the Bengals going to be taking possession back here and are going to have a nice little shot at it. So let's go. Let's see how the Bengals are able to respond on offense as they will be coming out here guns a-blazing momentarily. So the punt goes to the Bengals 17 and called for a fair catch. So let's go ahead and flip this over here. So let's take a look. Oh, I do have a message. Or a ping or something.
What?
No, that was just something else. That was absolutely something else. And let me just mark that as red. There we go. So here we go. The Bengals going to have possession at their own 17. Needing to go 83 yards to get themselves a touchdown. So what do you think, PDF? Do you think they have a shot?
This game, you mean, or
Yeah.
I haven't. It's gonna be a good game. I know that for sure. But whoever wins, it's gonna be a great finish.
All right. Well, let's see what they can do here. Oh, I like how our newest team member, who doesn't even know much on football, even said the Cowboys are going to lose.
Well, I'm reading stuff on Twitter, so.
Why are you laughing?
Well, I'm laughing at myself.
You're laughing at the fact the Cowboys are going to lose. Yeah, they're going to get their butts blown out.
John says Wall is naked. LOL.
What?
Yeah, but John just said Wall is naked. LOL.
Yeah, this is not a permanent setup. I've only been here for like a month. And then we're going back out to the main setup. So, only have to deal with this for tonight. Tomorrow we head back downstairs to the basement with the other wall. And then we go back to campus and back to the dorms where we have another wall. John saying Buccaneers. Yep, I am ready for the Buccaneers to win. Let's go ahead and put the hat back on. I'm feeling it.
I might as well say I'm rooting for the Buccaneers for the sake of being with the crowd.
Yeah, you better, because the Bucs are going to blow the butts open on the Cowboys. Like, that's just going to be a blowout. Complete blowout. John saying, I like this ball better, no Rams flag. Aw, really, man? You really going to give me a hard time about that, aren't you? Well, the Bengals going to start their drive with a Joe Mixon run to the 23 for a gain of 6 to get a nice little 2nd and 4 coming up for them.
Ooh,
oh, no, the Cowboys are not better than the Rams. The Rams would smack the Cowboys.
This year. Really? What happened this year, buddy?
Yeah, we don't talk about this year. We don't talk about this year.
Don't worry. You still have that win against us in the divisional round, so that's all you'll get from us.
Huh. Oh, just wait till next year. We'll whoop you into next week.
Wait, do we play you guys next year?
Wait, no, you don't. But next time we face, we'll whoop you into next week.
We'll see.
And Joe Burrow completes a pass to Jamar Chase for 3 yards, up to the 26. I don't think PDF saw your rankings, John. I don't believe so. And let's see what we've got here. That looks like it's about a full yard. No, it's going to be half a yard, so it's going to be third and like half a yard. It's going to be a short distance. So let's see. Joe Burrow does get the push on the QB sneak, and they get the first down. Looking now at a 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 30. So let's see if they can keep this train rolling. So here we are. Oh boy, my head is hurting. But we go. Well, here we go. Burrow looking to scramble. Oh, it wasn't even a sneak. It was a scramble. So it was a nice little gain there to get the first down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a design sneak. It wasn't. But then they go on the ground again to Mixon, getting a nice little 7-yard run up to the 37. The Bengals are putting together this drive, so let's see. Man. I just don't know what to think anymore. But we'll get to see what the Bengals can do. They are looking now at a 2nd and 3 at their own 37. So definitely convertible. By far easily convertible, and they do convert it. Joe Mixon gets a 4-yard run up to the 41 for a new 1st and 10. Line to gain now going to be the 49 of the Ravens. So let's see if they can get themselves there. And here we go, ready to see what the Bengals will do here on a new set of downs. And hopefully they can get something rolling. Let's see. So they're showing the 2nd and 3 play right now where it was a nice little mix and run. And yeah, that was a nice little run. A little bit of a hole opened up. And he got there. So let's see what this 1st down and 10 play is going to be. And it is a pass to Tyler Boyd up to the 49 of the Ravens for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the Ravens 49.
Hey, I got to run away with an offside there.
Yeah. PDF, you able to take a little bit more? You able to do a little bit more? Because right now I am like...
Alright, I'll take over.
Not quite feeling 100. If you can kind of fill in the cracks, I'll call the place. But...
Alright. You gonna be able to stream tomorrow night?
What?
You think you'll be able to stream tomorrow night?
Yeah. I think a lot of it was I had to get up at like 9 today, so I'm like also kind of fading out.
Burrow takes the shot.
Yeah, nice little pass to Boyd to the 44, gain of 5.
Oh boy. We have some extracurricular activity from Peters a little bit here.
Okay.
Not so much.
5 yards to
A little
the
bit
44.
of chirping going on. That was a big hit.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Burrow, that was showing the pass. Burrow gets a nice little get there. That wasn't really a big hit. What are you talking about?
Well, there was a little bit of chirping. I can see.
A little bit, but it was not a big hit.
And nowhere to go.
Meanwhile, a run with Perrine to the 43 for a gain of a yard. That's it. So let's see what the Bengals can do. They're starting to get the things going here. So you can see they actually got a little bit into it. But yeah, the Bengals cruising downfield now. Let's see if they can get something rolling. Oh boy. So looking here at a 3rd and 4 for the Bengals. Can they convert? Well, they're going to take a false start on Jamar Chase.
Oh boy.
So it's going to be back to the 48 they go for a 3rd down and 9.
What? What's wrong with my computer? Frozen.
What? Okay, I don't know where PDF went.
Hello?
Yeah?
Okay. My screen went completely black.
All right. Well, you just missed a penalty, a false start penalty on Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I have to look at your predictions there, John. Where do I find where do I go on the team server?
Well, looking here, yep, they're showing the false start penalty. And let's take a look here what they opt to do on the 3rd and 9. Can they convert it? Well, they do. They managed to get it with a Jamar Chase reception. 10-yard gain to the Ravens 38, where Marlon Humphrey met him and pushed him out of bounds. So looking at a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line with 6:37 remaining left in the 3rd quarter. So let's see how this goes. And Burrow looking to throw. The far corner, that was the pass to Chase. Nice little play there. Perfectly placed for Chase to snag it. But let's take a look here and let's see what they look to do here. And Jamar Chase, another deep reception, and that's going to put them at the 19-yard line after a gain of 19. The Ravens now having their backs against the wall as the Bengals are driving down the field on them. So here we go. Come on, Bengals. Oh, boy.
Jason's had a long day.
What?
You've had a long day.
Yeah, I have. I really have. I had to get up at 9. I had to go out to Costco, get some stuff for when we go back out to school. We needed to get some stuff in bulk for the dorm. So I had to do that and still be back in time for the 1 o'clock game.
For Cincinnati. Hayden Hurst.
Yep. Oh, no. Wait, Hayden Hurst?
I think. 88.
Was that on the 1st and 10 play?
I think.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 19. And Burrow looks to go over the middle, and that is Hurst. That's why they're reviewing it. It's close to a touchdown. But it looks like the Bengals did get the touchdown, and it's under review. So we're going to put it under review, put the score on there as it stands right now, but it is under review. And John saying his bottom 3 are already gone. No, they're not. The Giants are still in it. Bottom 2 are gone. Oh, wait, Chargers is bottom 3. Yeah, duh. All right, back down to 15 for the time being, but it is under review. So will this go back to 9? We'll have to see. Hayden Hurst makes the grab, and then it's close. So let's see. Knees down there. He's short. He is short, I think. Let's see. Knees down there. Maybe. This is really close. This is a really close touchdown review. So we'll have to see what they say. But I think that they're going to call that a touchdown. Just looking at it, it looked like it was close enough to be a touchdown. Call on the field was a touchdown. So we'll have to see. But I think he got it. PDF, what do you see on that play?
I think he's short. By like an inch or 2.
Because it looked like the front of the ball might have broke the plane. It's close.
Might have. It's close. Like I said, every scoring play is reviewed.
Yeah. No, PDF, did you hear about the guy who made predictions back in 2015? It was reversed. It did not broke the plane, or it did not break the plane. So it's going to be first and goal at the 1.
When?
He made a tweet back in 2015 predicting the next 10 Super Bowl champions. He's got everything right through 2021 or 2022 was the Rams, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then 2023, he predicted the Eagles. Then he predicted the Bills. Then the Jags. Then the Bengals.
Ah.
So we'll have to see. Does he get it all right? I mean, there's a shot with the way the Eagles are playing this year. There's a shot. I mean, they could make a shot at it. You know? But it could also be like the Jets coin that just does really well, and then all of a sudden, as soon as it starts gaining traction, it gets, like, undermined, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that Jets coin did well until it was popular. Then it just collapsed.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they go. So the replay official reviewed the runner broke the plane ruling, and the play was reversed. So it was a catch by Hayden Hurst to the Ravens 1. Looking now at a 1st and goal. Can the Bengals get the touchdown?
There's a flag, though.
Well, we'll see what the flag is before we say it.
Offside on Baltimore, it looks like.
Yep, they synced up the angles, and yeah, he was short for sure looking at that. And it was a defensive offside, declined, so the Bengals did get themselves that touchdown, making it 15-10, pending a PAT. I think if you're the Bengals, you're going for 2 here.
Oh, yeah.
You're going for 2. So, let's see. I mean, that was a really short yard to gain, so they rolled him an inch short. And it was declined, touchdown, and I think the Bengals go for 2.
Nope.
They're only going for 1?
Flag. No, they went for 2, but there's a flag.
Oh.
Incomplete, but there's a flag.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the flag is.
Pass interference.
Pass interference on the offense or defense?
On the defense.
So that's going to make it a 1 yard play. John saying, why go for 2? You go
to make
for
it
2
a 1
because
possession.
you go for 2 because right now, if you get a 1 point, you're up by 6, which is 2 field goals. But right now, 2 field goals will put you down anyway by 1. You want to be ahead by a touchdown if you can, so they're going to go for 2. To try to get ahead, you know? Get ahead by a full touchdown.
Why would you pass it? You run it. Come on, Burrow. Or that works.
Well, it succeeded. That's all that matters. The first one was penalized. The second one was a pass to Higgins, completed for the 2 points.
I was about to say, why the hell would you pass from the 1 yard line?
Well, there we go. So the Bengals are up 17-10, and the Ravens will be getting the ball back here.
All right. How do the Ravens respond?
Yeah, we'll see how they can respond here. I mean, because they have been able to respond pretty well, but can they do it? Can they get back in this game? I mean, that drive took a lot of time off the clock. With only 5 minutes left in the third, you're looking at a lot. There's a lot of time left still in this game, so we'll have to see. Hopefully the second half doesn't take a turn like the Bills game earlier, where it takes like 20 years to finish a half. Because that sucked. You know? John, think it was worth it? It was, but it just sucked how long it took, you know? Like, I was ready to just call it a day, be ready to relax, and be ready for this stream tonight, but I had to keep waiting. I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, they didn't get to halftime till what, like almost 3 o'clock? Like 2:45, something like that, they went to half? Usually you're going to half at about 2:15. They didn't go to half till like 2:40 or something like that on the 1 o'clock slate. They didn't finish until 4:50, right when the Vikings kicked off, or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it was a 4-hour game right there.
I fell asleep watching it.
Yeah, that was pain. Do you want to take 12 o'clock for him?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see where the Ravens will start. Probably at their own 25, I would imagine. So we'll have to see. But man, I just am not sure. I'm not sure on either of these teams. Like, neither of them are really playing, like, really, really good right now. You know? But let's see what happens. The Bengals are still up by a touchdown. So we'll have to see. Let's take a look here. Do we got anything new to talk about? Not quite sure. Not quite sure at all. Well, here comes the kick. It was returned, and it's about at the 19-yard line. For the Ravens, they'll be starting at their own 19. So let's see what they can do. Man. Right now, the Bengals trying to do what they can to stay up and stay alive. That's going to need their defense to do a lot here. Let's see if they can step up and meet the task. So here we go. Ready to go. What do the Ravens got in the tank? Oh boy. You know what? I'm going to make myself get up. I'm going to do part of this stream standing here. See if that'll keep the blood pumping, you know?
Oh, wow. Dobbins.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Tyler Huntley
Whoa.
to J.K. Dobbins for 27 yards to the 46. Talk
Holy.
about a big pass. Jesse Bates was there on the tackle, but man, that was a huge, huge play there.
I
Let's
thought
go
he
ahead and lift
was
this up a little
gone.
bit. There we go. We're watching from the standing desk here now.
Dobbins, nowhere to go this time.
Yep, J.K. Dobbins to the right end for no gain. Hill was there on the stop for the Bengals. Let's go Bengals. Let's go Bengals.
Boy, I thought you were cheering for the Ravens.
I don't know who I want. I want someone to win. I mean, I want to see the Ravens
gonna win.
I
Don't
want to
worry.
see the Jags be able to
There
get something.
are no draws.
But I
here.
also want to be perfect for a week, you know? I want to go 1 week of predictions where I'm perfect, man. And this is my chance. Okay?
Alright.
So it looks like a big play coming up here. Maybe a flag or something. As I am not seeing... Oh, no. It was a pass to Gus Edwards to the 41 of the Bengals. Nice little 13-yard gain there for the Ravens. They're staying up and keeping alive. Let's go. We're seeing some offense, my dudes. Oh, big Ethernet cable down there. But here we go. Ready to see what the Ravens got in store here. They are now looking at a 1st down and 10 from the Bengals' 41-yard line. Let's see how they can work with this and see if they can make something happen here. I mean, they've gone 40 yards in 4 plays, so let's see what they can do. But there is a no-gain play there. As Sample and Wilson there on the tackle on the 1st and 10 play. Now looking at 2nd and 10 from the Bengals' 41-yard line. So the Bengals doing pretty solid on defense right now. And let's see how they fare for the rest of this. 2:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter. So still plenty of time for both teams to do something. And here we go. Let's see what they opt to do here after the 1st down and 10 play. As I stubbed my toe pretty rough. That was not fun.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
Touchdown
Touchdown Ravens. Huntley hitting a deep 41-yard bomb to Robinson for a touchdown. Huge play there for the Ravens, and this game is getting explosive. Let's see what they can do.
Got owned by Robinson.
Let's take a look back at that play here. So they're up to 16.
Lost Apple.
And let's see if the PAT makes it. Oh, you go for 1 here for sure, not 2. You tie it up. And that's what they did. The Ravens going for 1 and taking the tie.
All right. We got a game here, folks.
Yeah, we got a good game coming right now. So the Ravens able to tie it up really quickly. That's not what I would expect to see out of this Ravens team. You know? I did not expect this Ravens team to go that quickly and score. Now, I would expect the Bengals to do that, not the Ravens without Lamar.
Yeah, dude.
Well, the PAT was up, and it was right down the uprights. So just like that, the Bengals will be taking over with 2:13 to go. Man. Well, here we go. Ready to see what the Bengals can do in retaliation.
Bungle.
I mean, that was a 5-play drive. 81 yards downfield. That is incredible. So here we go, ready to see where the Ravens end up. Or where the Bengals end up, I should say, not the Ravens. The Bungles might be bungling it away in the playoffs.
Bungling.
You can't win a playoff game when you lose to the Rams in the playoffs. Cold take. Hot take here, but you can't win a playoff game when you lose to the Rams. Which means the Buccaneers are going to lose because, of course they are.
Based on this chaos, you...
Chaos! Embrace the chaos!
Embrace the chaos.
I'm just spinning this hat. Whee!
I dare you to flip. You should flip the hat.
Oh, here we go. Woo! Oh, man.
Flip the hat onto your head.
That's what I'm trying to do. Woo! I hit my head. I keep hitting it. It's not getting on there, but I'm flipping it on.
Maybe that'll take care of your...
Ah! I got it!
You got it.
I got it! Hey, yo! I'm looking like a 90s gangster. Yeah, we'll wear it like this for a little bit. As we wait for the game to resume. I think chaos if whatever team wins Monday Night Football. Yeah, I mean... Either way, you're not going to have a good team advancing to the next round in that game. Whether the Cowboys win or the Bucks win, you're not going to have a good team going to face San Fran.
Good grief. Why can't we win?
Well, the Bengals are going to have the ball at the 25-yard line after a touchback for a 1st and 10. Let's see what they can do here. And see if they can cruise into a victory. There we go. Little tired here. Just a little bit. But Joe Burrow does complete a pass over the middle to Joe Mixon for 8 yards. Patrick Queen on the stop. Up to the Bengals 33. So there we go. Okay, this thing looks kind of stupid. There we go. And there is a run for no gain. Roquan Smith on the stop. Throwing San Fran to win just to mess with Jason. If Tampa Bay faces them. Oh boy.
Yeah. Do you cheer for San Francisco or Dallas?
Me?
Yeah.
I root for both teams to lose. And the winner
That's
of the
impossible, bro.
Eagles game to just go straight to the Super Bowl.
Eagles?
Winner of the Eagles game to go straight to the Super Bowl. Eagles or Giants. Winner goes straight to the Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
That's what I root for.
Why
Well, the Bengals go on 3rd and 2, try to get a pass going, but incomplete to T. Higgins. Bengals having a quick 3 and out, it would appear. So we'll have to see what happens there. Ugh. But yeah. Let's see what they can do. The Bengals, that was the incomplete pass to T. Higgins, which was kind of right there. Looking for flags, but not getting it. Well, here we go. The Bengals gonna have to punt this one away to the Ravens, who are gonna have a fair catch at the 18, their own 18. So the Ravens have the ball. They have possession here with 54 seconds left in this third quarter. You could see the Ravens start getting downfield and try to burn some time. And if we look over at the poll, we have 19 votes over in that poll over in the chat. And 53% of y'all are taking the Bengals. 26% of y'all think Chaos is going to win out. And 21% of y'all are taking the Ravens. Well, the Ravens are looking pretty good right now. I'll give you that. So here we go. Oh, man, my throat is just dead right now. And I still have to record a video tomorrow. Not looking forward to that necessarily. Because that is going to be a minor pain. But we do it. We do it nonetheless. So, let's see how the Ravens are able to fare here. They are looking a lot better. So let's see if they can do something about it and maybe get something cruising here. So let's take a look. Do we got anything cruising here for the Ravens? Because they have all the momentum right now. The game is in their hands. Yeah, I did see, John, that if the Cowboys beat the Niners, then lose to the Eagles in the championship. But I just want to see a team just go straight to the Super Bowl. I don't even want to see the Eagles or Giants have to face the Cowboys or Bucks. Or the Cowboys or Niners.
If the Giants win and the Cowboys beat the Bucks and the 49ers, we'll host the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
I just
imagine that. I could be a millionaire if it started raining gold too. I hope you know that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I could be a millionaire if it started raining gold outside.
Oh gosh.
It's not going to happen.
I mean, if you're a millionaire, you got to pay your fair share of taxes.
Well, let's see what the Ravens try to do here. They are going to be starting at their own 18-yard line. And let's see it.
Let's go. We're in for a good finish.
Well, I hope we get a good finish down the stretch here. The Ravens going to go for a 9-yard run to Gus Edwards. So nice little start to that drive. There we go. Yo. Gangsta. Absolute OG. Well, here we go. Edwards trying to run. Gets a nice little 2-yard run, which is enough for the first down. Up to the Ravens 29. So there we go. The Ravens able to convert and move downfield. Let's see if they can keep it rolling here. So Edwards got up there, but that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Let's go ahead and flip this over to the fourth. Properties. And Q4. There we go. As we are starting the fourth quarter here, the Ravens having the ball on their own 29, and they are tied with the Bengals at 17 apiece.
It's only 10-24. It's been a quick game.
It's been a quick third quarter.
Well, that was a quick
third quarter only took like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but this game will still go to about 11. Maybe 11,
I
15.
just feel like this game's been going on quickly.
Yeah. But let's see what they got in it. Do the Ravens have enough in the tank to sneak away this win from the Bengals? That I don't know.
You still have the stamina to keep going?
What?
You still have the stamina to keep streaming?
Yes, sir. You know it. So here we go. We got 1 quarter to go. Let's see who's got it. Whoever wins is going to be a great game to watch and watch it finish. Whoever wins. I picked the Bengals. I would love to see them win. But I would also love to see the Ravens win so that the Jags have a chance to make a run. So let's see. But man, I'm hoping to have a night where I can just go perfect. Like a week where I can just go perfect on predictions. This is my best bet. I just need 2 more to hit. So. You still there, PDF?
Yep.
All right. Oh, we should be coming to the fourth quarter here momentarily. And we'll see what we've got rolling here. So the Bengals right now only sitting at a 54% chance of victory right now. And John saying NFC East game in playoffs commentates as Wildflower. I don't know if I'm going to do Wildflower. It all depends on how I'm feeling that day. But maybe we'll bring Wildflower out. No, I don't have it in me right now for Wildflower. I don't.
No Wildflower, please.
Well, when you put it that way there, buddy, you're going to get a pointy in the butt. He's done with me. I guarantee you he's done with me.
Me?
What?
Me?
Yeah. After that one, you're done with me, aren't you?
I tolerate it.
Well, here we are at the start of the fourth quarter. The Ravens possessing the ball. And they managed to get a Tyler Huntley run for 4 yards to the 33. Nice little start for that drive. And let's see how they finish. So here we go. The Ravens trying to move the ball downfield and get something going here. And Gus Edwards going to get a 5-yard pickup, leaving it to be a 3rd and 1 at the Baltimore 38. So let's see how they finish here. The Ravens doing a real good job moving the ball downfield right now. And Wildfire tomorrow night. Wildfire faces Tampa under 500 like this year, but Tampa rolls reversed. Well, we'll have to see here. Huntley was stumbling on his run, but he did get 4. Well, let's see what happens here. The Ravens on a 3rd down and 1 here. Do they get it? Do they get it? It's a full yard, too. Not even like one of those like half-yard kind of things. It's a yard. It's a full yard.
Oh boy, that's a big one.
Big
run?
run?
Oh my gosh, we got it.
They got the first down?
They got a big time first down.
Oh boy. Any flags?
Now we got no flags, no, and just an injured Raven now.
All right, well, we're going to take a look at that play right now. And man, that was a deep pass to the corner here to Andrews down at about the 35, 36-yard line of the Bengals. But who's down?
Somebody was down. I don't know.
Oh, let's see here. Moses was injured on the play for the Ravens.
Moses.
Yeah, Moses the injured Raven, but a nice play by Andrews to climb the ladder and get a first down and 10 at the Bengals 37. Well, let's see if the Bengals don't bungle this away or if they bungle it away in bungling fashion. I don't know. But let's see what they do. And also, if you guys got anything you'd like to add, anything you want to talk about, we are down to talk anything NFL over in the chat. So go ahead and say what you want to say. Let the words fall out. I wanna see you be brave. Oh boy. But yeah, let's see what they ought to do now here. The Ravens going to have a first down and 10 at the Bengals 37. Let's see if they can make something big happen here. If they can get a touchdown, they can do a lot to put this game away. Put the Bengals in a must-score spot, in a must-touchdown spot. So, we'll have to see. Ugh. Well, here we go. The Ravens cruising downfield now, trying to get their thing working here. And this is the first time of the night where the Ravens are actually favored to win this game. The first time of the game. Because that was the Gus Edwards run to the left end, and that was the Huntley deep pass. Or the Ravens now are the favorite team at a 53.6% odds. So, the Ravens looking pretty solid right now. And let's see what they have to do. You seen anything new, PDF?
On Twitter?
No, like in the game. Have they come back yet?
Bengals fans, are you scared?
You know, they're talking with Moses over on the sideline. He did get off the field.
Yeah.
Ooh. That was kind of rough.
Powerball and Roman. The clock is close to hitting midnight.
Whoa! Tyler Huntley on a huge 35-yard run down to the Bengals 2 for a first and goal. And just like that, the Ravens are looking like they're going to be in a good spot to get a big old touchdown here. Wow.
Oh my goodness, the Bengals are bungling.
That they are. That they are. Man. Well, they try to go for the touchdown to Rickard, but it is incomplete. Rickard being the nearest receiver. So let's see what we've got rolling here on this next play. Man.
Ooh.
Oh, we're still now looking at second and goal?
42
What?
was like, ah! He caught it and he fell and he was like, ah!
Huh?
No, when he caught it, he slipped and he's like, ah!
Oh.
Yeah. And right there. That was great. That's kind of funny. Nowhere.
Well, Falele reported as eligible, and Gus Edwards gets a 1-yard run. Third and goal now at the Bengals 1. Can the Ravens punch it in? Let's see. I think you're talking 4-down territory here. I honestly think you're talking 4-down territory. If you don't get it, well, then you pin your opponent way back in their own end zone. Pretty much.
He lost! Oh my gosh! What?
What? Oh, they're going for it?
No way.
The
No
Bengals
way.
stole the snap to
No
the 20,
way.
35, 30, 35, 40,
freaking way.
45, 50, 45,
gone.
40. He's going to get a touchdown to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What happened?
What?
I didn't even
Cincinnati
see.
Bengals! What happened?
What happened?
Oh, wait, no, not Cincinnati Bengals. Baltimore
Or did he
Ravens!
Did he
What
break the plane?
happened?
Did he break the plane though? Did he break the plane though?
I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
He didn't break the plane, so
Got
the Bengals
touchdown.
got an amazing 98-yard touchdown on a fumble
What?
recovery. Wow. And the kick is up, and it is good. The Bengals going up 24-17. Wow.
What? No way. Embrace the chaos.
Yep, embrace the chaos at its finest here. Man. That is just insane.
Wow.
The Bengals now up by 7 with 11:39
No
left
freaking way.
in regulation. Wow.
I.
That
You
was
were
an
like-
insane play right there.
I loved your reaction whenever I went, oh.
Wow. Let me see here. Just 1 second here. But man, I can't believe they went all the way down and scored on that fumble recovery.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what?
When a QB
What is
sneak fails. That's about the rarest play in football right there. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like usually if you're fumbling it at the goal line in that kind of a scrum, you're down.
Oh, yeah.
You're not like running it all the way back. Man. I just cannot believe this game. The Bengals were looking dead in the water, and then the Ravens come back, and they fumble it and give it over to the Bengals, basically. You know, the Ravens have yet to hold a lead this game, too, so that is not what you want to see out of a team trying to make a push. Oh, yeah, I can also update the draft order as well. Let me go here and take a look. So looking at the official draft order. Which all of this you can see over in the Discord server. Link is down below in the description. But let's see here. So the Bucs still have yet to play. And the Ravens are going to have the ball at their own 25 to start this drive. And, okay. So, the Jags slide up into here. And the Chargers slide into here. And there we go. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping around here. And it looks like there was an injured Bengal on the play. Thomas, the injured Bengal, on the kick return. So there we go. The Vikings losing. And the Giants winning. Okay, so I think the Giants We're ahead of you, so there we go. And the Ravens, Huntley going to take a 7-yard sack. Not what you wanted to see there. Wow. Let's see here. There we go. So here we go. The Ravens trying to make something happen here. But man, that is not what you want to be seeing.
Not at all.
I just can't believe how quickly the tides turned.
Yeah.
Like, man. Well, I don't think the NFL has released the schedule yet for next week. I don't believe they have. Need to double check something here. But they're going to go the run with J.K. Dobbins for 9 yards up to the 26. Looking now at a third down and 9. After the loss of 8.
Do you run or try to pass now?
3rd and 9, you got to pass it. 3rd and 9 is a passing situation.
I don't know if you can trust the run game though.
But at the same time, you know. Let's see what they can do here.
Critical 3rd and 9 here for Huntley.
Yep. And looking at the play, trying to see what we got on ESPN. Is he short?
No.
Looking here at the play. Huntley, it was incomplete.
Well, they're calling it fumble.
If it was a fumble, then that's a big first down.
They're calling it a fumble. We're having a conversation.
We're going to have to take a look here.
Oh yeah, it's a fumble. Oh, they call it a fumble.
Let's take a look here at the replay. Did he? No, that's not a fumble. He was throwing his arm forward as he was down. Yeah, he threw it. Incomplete. Incomplete pass right there. So looking at a 4th and 9, the Ravens going to have to punt this one away.
They're forced to punt.
Yep. Well, let's see. Has the NFL released anything yet? Nope. They have not. But here we go. The Ravens going to have to punt this one away. And let's see. Okay. Well, the Ravens punting this one away. And let's see what they got. So this punt is going to be up and away. And where does it stop? Nobody knows. Up to the 25, and that's all he gets. There's a fumble as he goes out, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
So, out of bounds at the 24 is where they rule it. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if they have announced yet. No, they have not announced the timings yet for the divisional rounds. They have not announced who's going to play when. But here we go, ready to see what they can do. The Bengals trying to make something happen here. They're already up by 7, but going up 14 all but puts this game away. With 10 minutes to go, you know, the Ravens' offense being as flat as it's been since that fumble, you should have no problem. You should have no problem at all if you get 14 points up. So, let's see what they do. The Bengals trying their best here. Still waiting to see what the Bengals do on their first play here, but we are ready to see what the Bengals will do. PDF, what do you think they're going to do? As you're not even here.
What?
Oh, you're just deaf. Okay.
I'm on Twitter. I keep going on Twitter, dude, and I'm like... Sorry, dude.
So what do you think the Bengals do on their first play?
Bengals. Just try to eat up as much clock as you possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to eat up clock here. With 10 minutes, they could probably burn a lot of that 10 minutes really quick with a well-constructed drive. So we'll have to see what they do. But here we go. Ready to see if the Bengals have it in them to secure the win. As this game all of a sudden looks like it's just out of reach anymore for the Ravens. They had a shot, but then it just kind of ended. Like, completely. So let's see it. They're going to run with Mixon here. Not get much, get 2 yards. But Madubuike and Washington on the tackle for the Bengals. Or for the Ravens. And they're going to eat as much clock as possible. So here we go. They're going to be snapping with like 2 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to eat as much as they can, give the Ravens as little time as possible so that they have the game all but secured. And let's see what their next play is going to be. So they have the 2-yard run.
Wow. 3rd and short.
Yep, 3rd and 3. They get a nice little pass, Burrow to Higgins for 5 yards. But Marlon Humphrey was hurt on the play for the Ravens. That could be a big loss for them. So we'll have to see what happens out of that. But let's see. Yep, Humphrey down with the injury. And here we go. They are really tending to him over there. You have to figure out what's up with him, if he's going to be good. All that fun stuff. But Joe Burrow doing what he can right now to get this team the win. And Humphrey is walking off under his own power, which is a good thing to see. And Burrow throws an incomplete pass to Perrine, which is going to lead a 4th and 3 for the Bengals. And this drive is not going to be the drive that takes a lot of time off the clock. Instead, you are looking at a 1-minute drive that ends up being a 4th and short. So the Bengals going to have to punt this one away themselves and see how it goes. Big trash. Ugh. There we go. Feeling good here. And the Bengals going to have to punt this one to the Ravens, and we're going to see where they end up. So the offense coming off the field. Humphrey getting looked at on the sidelines. And here we go. They're looking back at the Humphrey injury.
Ooh, that's running into the kicker.
Uh-oh.
That's another costly
Yeah,
penalty.
Charisman punts 58 yards to the Baltimore 10. Prosh ran out of bounds at the 30 for a 20-yard return. But there was a penalty on Stone for running into the kicker. 15-yard penalty, and now the Bengals are up to the 47 with a first down. Yep, running into the kicker, plain and obvious. So that's going to completely wipe out that return for the Ravens. And the Bengals now have another chance to try to put this thing as much away as possible. Oh, yeah, well-timed 6-minute drive, 7-minute drive can put this thing away. A well-timed 7-minute drive right here puts this game away if they get a touchdown. No doubt in my mind. You know? But yeah, the kicker ended up on his back. That's never a good sign. When the kicker ends up on his back, that is a penalty. So here we go. Stone was the penalized party for running into the kicker. And here come the Bengals with another chance. And Burrow throws it. Why are you throwing it? Bengals, why do you throw? You just need to run it out, my dudes.
Well, technically it is running.
Wait, why is he still running?
I don't know.
It says here an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
But then on NFL.com it says run for no gain.
Well, it was a pass on 2nd and 10.
Huh. Oh, 2nd and 10 was the incomplete pass. There it was. Yep, I'm just stupid. So that was the incomplete pass to Mixon. And there we go. Ready to see what the Bengals are able to do here on a... Oh, boy, a sack. They take a sack on the 3rd and 10. 4th and 19. And the Ravens have life once again. The Ravens are getting bailed out so much right now.
A high-end talent.
Like, they are getting bailed out so much. It's not even funny how much they're getting bailed out right now. They're getting more bailouts than the banks did in 2008. And, yep. A big sack. Forcing yet another punt for the Bengals. But that clock will still keep running. So the Ravens are going to have the ball at their own 19-yard
Another
line
flag,
after a
another
10-yard
running
return.
into the kicker.
What? What did you say?
No, he ran into the kicker again. Did he? Watch the replay. Oh, he fell himself.
Yeah, no, the kicker fell himself.
I thought he ran into the kicker again. I was about to say.
Yeah, that's about the 19-yard line, give or take. So here we go. Ready to see what the Ravens are able to do here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Yeah, the kicker fell down on his own accord. Well, here we go. Tyler Huntley ready to try to lead this team down and try to get themselves a touchdown. So let's see what they can do. I mean, the Ravens are still in it. They have 7 minutes. They're down 7. So it's still possible for them to do it. But not whenever you're going to run for no gain with J.K. Dobbins. It's not. So now the Ravens looking at a 2nd down and 10. And Burrow just not having a strong second half. At all.
He's having his defense carry him.
Yeah. I mean, Burrow only had 200 yards. He was at 122 at the half. Passing.
How many?
He was at 122 at the half. He's now at 200. He's only had 78 passing yards this half. And he's been sacked 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. They're going to show the 2nd down and 10 play. Must have been a big play because I'm not seeing it yet. And it was Huntley passing deep to Mark Andrews. Out of bounds at the 48 for a 29-yard gain. Eli Apple, the corner, or the safety, able to stop it. Even though Eli Apple screwed this team out of a Super Bowl last year. Thank you, Eli. We are forever indebted to you for that Super Bowl ring.
Wide open.
Well, here we go. Looking now at a 1st and 10 at the Ravens 48. points. Line to gain is going to be the Bengals 42. That was a huge pass for Andrews. So here we go, ready to see what they can do, how they will handle this. The Ravens trying to stay alive in the playoffs here. This win is a must here. Trying to do everything they can, and they are doing a good job of it, keeping it close. So let's see if they can keep it close here at the end of this game. Man, that was a great play for Andrews. But J.K. Dobbins runs for no gain, and that's going to be a 2nd down and 10. 3rd down and 10 as Huntley throws an incomplete pass to Sammy Watkins. And now the Ravens are starting to stall out. This could spell danger for them. This could really spell danger for them. So, we'll have to see.
Incomplete, deflected.
Yep. Now the Ravens looking at 3rd down and 10. Man. The Ravens going to try their best to stay alive, but man, this is not the way they wanted to end it. It was deflected at the line. Looking now at a 3rd down and 10. What do the Ravens opt to do? Well, Tyler Huntley takes the sack. That's what they opt to do. With 5:15 remaining in regulation, the Ravens are at a 4th and 19 at their own 39. You're not going to punt. You're going to punt that. You're going to punt it, trust your defense, and you're not going to take that. You're not going to go for it. You're not going to make a 4th and 19. You don't make those. So, wouldn't surprise me one bit if they decide to punt it. Yep, they do, but it was a relatively short punt. The Bengals going to go to the 19-yard line where they will be taking over. Let's go ahead and flip that around real quick. There we go. Yep, there we go. So the Ravens now going to have to do something about it on defense here.
Still have 3 timeouts.
Yeah, but with 4:34 left, if the Bengals get 3 first downs, it's over. Well, actually 4 first downs, but still. 4 first downs and you win it.
Yeah.
Or another touchdown all but puts this game away. So, the Bengals really in the driver's seat right now for this game. So what have they got dialed in here? Huntley not too thrilled about what's happening as he's on the sideline over there.
There's a flag.
And it is going to be a holding enforced at the 19. So it's going to be 1st and 19 at the 10. So there we go. And Burrow throws an incomplete pass to Chase. So that's not going to help their case. The Bengals are in the driver's seat, but not if they can't score or move the ball. If they can't move the ball, this is going to be over. And they're not going to win. So, I think Joe Burrow right now, if he can't get this team going, the Ravens are really going to win this.
Ooh, Chase with the...
Well,
Bengals, that would have been a big catch.
Yep. But here we go. Looking to go. It's over the middle. It's almost caught. But then Joe Burrow does make a pass over to Hayden Hurst for 8 yards. Going to make it a 3rd down and 11 at their own 18. And let's see what they can do about it. There we go. So let's see what the Bengals can do here on 3rd and... Actually, it's 3rd and 10. It was a 9-yard gain. So 3rd and 10 at the 19. Let's see what they can do. right now the Bengals trying to move this ball. If they can move this ball, they have the game in their hands. If they can't move the ball, they will potentially lose. So, let's see what happens here. And Burrow now going to look to see what he's going to do on the 3rd down and 10 play. Looks like something big because still haven't seen the play yet. And no one's taking a timeout. Well, Burrow scrambles to the left end and gets a whopping 4 yards. So the Bengals are going to be punting this away, giving the Ravens just under 3 minutes to move this ball. The Ravens do use their first timeout, and they're going to be getting the ball. So let's go ahead and remove that, and boom. So the Ravens are going to be getting the ball back here with 3.5 minutes left, actually. Not just under 3, like initially thought. So here we go. The Ravens will have 3:25, so probably about 3 minutes, or 3:15 after the punt. So we'll see what they can do here.
3 and outs here.
What?
Well, it looks like everybody's doing 3 and outs here.
You
get a 3 and out.
Can the Ravens turn it around at the right time and get themselves a touchdown? Well, a penalty on Hill for a false start. I was going to back him up 5 yards. Give the Ravens an extra 5. So it's going to make it 4th and 11 at the 18. So you're talking maybe starting near about the 45. Your own 45? That would not be bad field position. You know?
Yep.
So we'll have to see what happens here. So here comes the punt. What are they going to opt to do? Oh, where are they going to put it, I should say? We all know they're going to punt. If we actually see the punt.
There's a flag.
Yeah, I know. The first one was a false start. So I'm at 4th and 11 right now at the Cincinnati 18. So I'm assuming this thing is big because we haven't seen it yet on the ESPN side. So the punt is caught up to the 35, to the 40. There's another flag to the 45, to the 50. So what was the flag on that one? Wait and see what the flag was here. Ref's going to get together, figure out what it is, and go from there.
We're running out of bounds.
What?
The penalty was running out of bounds on Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Did you mention that already? I forget.
No, I just saw it. Player out of bounds on kick. So that's going to give the Ravens a 1st and 10 at the Bengals 46. Wow. That is a huge starting field position. They're starting on the Bengals side of the field. They just need 46 yards to send this to overtime. And they'll have 3:14 to do it. Can they pull this off is the question.
Well,
Huntley going to throw a quick pass to Andrews for 5 yards to the 41. So that's going to be a nice thing here. And here we go. Let's see what they can do. Eli Apple was the stop on that play. 2nd and 5 at the 41. Nope, 3rd and 3 at the 39 of the Bengals as Huntley runs up to the 39 for 2 yards. Jesse Bates on the stop. So 3rd and 3 here, and now you're talking 4-down territory here. You're this close. You're going to go for it. And here we go. 3rd down and 2, so it's going to be a 3-yard gain to the 38. Or the first one's being credited as a 6-yard run. Yeah, they're crediting as a 6-yard run on that first one, or 6-yard pass. So here we go. 3rd and 2 for the Ravens. Ball is at the 38. What can they do? Waiting to see. This could be a big play here. We have yet to see it. Potentially a flag, something big happened, something like that. And let's see what we get here on this play. With under 3 minutes in rolling, can the Bengals put up a defensive stop? Or will the Ravens manage to pull ahead? Well, here we go on the 3rd and 2 play. The Ravens trying to sneak away this win. And they get down to the 36 for a gain of 2. A pass to Justice Hill. And that's going to give them a new set of downs. With 2:28 left. And rolling, actually 2:15, so it's going to bring us down to the 2-minute warning. And here we are, at the 2-minute warning. The Bengals are trying to cruise down the field. Let's see if they can do it. We're going to look at it, but he did get there. I think, so.
We're in for a good finish.
Or he was short?
No, they gave it to him. It's a 2-minute warning now.
Yeah, they might take it. They might take it to review because it is awfully close. It would not surprise me if they put it under review and reverse it over after the 2-minute warning because it was really close. So we'll have to see what they can do. But right now, this game is looking like it is going to come down to the wire. As the Ravens are trying to squeak by and pull off the upset. Which is just insane to think about, that these teams are like big underdogs and yet they're still fighting tooth and nail with their opponent.
Oh yeah. Playing down the competition for both of these teams.
I'm not sure if it's playing down. It's more so the other team playing up. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm waiting to see because they could very well review that last play. And if they review that last play, I think they overturn it. Because it looked like he was pretty short. Looked like he was about half a yard short, maybe. On the replay.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see. But they're not going to let us know until after the 2-minute warning. So we have to wait and see. But, I mean, it looked like he was just short on the run. So, Bengals can't challenge it now. But the Bengals wouldn't have been able to challenge it, period, because the play ended at the 2-minute warning. So you wouldn't have time to review it for the spot. But, you know.
Come on, just finish this game.
Oh, I'm right there with you, bud. I still have to move all this computer stuff downstairs. And then tomorrow night I have to move it in the car.
Oh yeah, because you're going back to school.
Yeah, we're leaving Tuesday. So tomorrow I'm going to be real busy. I have to produce most of the video for the recap video. And then wait. And then after Monday Night Football, record the last bit. Add that to the video, and then finish the editing on it. So.
All right, it's 4th and inches. They reviewed.
Yep, they did look at it. It was short. John saying KGM? What do you mean KGM?
All right,
so
this is it.
They did get the first down on the 4th and inches. Huntley was able to get 4 yards on his feet. The Ravens not using a timeout just yet. FaZe Speed's back saying this is crazy. John saying you don't know KGM. I'm not sure if it's that I'm just tired.
Nice.
It's like drawing a blank, but I'm not offhand. But the Ravens did get what they needed. So here they go. This game is getting real down to the wire.
Oh my goodness.
1:25 remaining as a pass falls incomplete to J.K. Dobbins. 2nd and 10, Bengals at the 33-yard line. And let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can punch it in here, because if they could very well send this to overtime fairly simply and fairly easily.
He nearly picked that off.
What?
On that 1st and 10, he nearly picked it off.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was. Wow.
Almost an
Wilson almost with the
interception.
interception. That would have sealed the game.
You don't watch Tom Grassi's. Watch his Bengals reaction from.
Oh! KGM, kitty go meow. Yeah. Took me a minute. Like I said, man, it's been a long day. I am like half out of it right now.
Yeah,
So
me
KGM,
too.
it didn't click, but yeah, no, kitty go meow. Kitty go meow? Kitty go meow now?
Oh no! What a catch! There's a flag.
And let's see what the flag is. So that was a nice pass over the
That
middle.
looks like it's on the defense.
Maybe? Yeah, penalty on Taylor Britt. Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face. And that is going to give it a first down and 10 at the Bengals 28. So just like that, the Ravens are 28 yards away from sending this thing to overtime. Big kitty go roar. Lions.
Big kitty go roar.
Big kitty go roar. Lions. So here we go, ready to see the ending of this game. This game is down to the wire as we are watching the Ravens try to get downfield. Now they're looking at a 1st and 10 with their 28. Oh, blue kitty go roar.
7 penalties for 42 yards for the Bengals today.
That is not what you want to see out of your team.
No, you can't do that in a playoff game.
Yep. And now the Ravens down to the 17. Hundley passing to Dobbins for an 11-yard gain. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 17. That is a huge, huge play there. Wow. The Ravens fighting. The Ravens fighting tooth and nail for every single yard they gain here. And they got it. No, they tried for the end zone. Nope. It was Huntley passing incomplete short middle to Andrews. ESPN made it look like it was going to the end zone, but it wasn't. It was short, over the middle, incomplete, intended for Andrews. Pratt nearby on the coverage for the Bengals. And he almost intercepted it. Man, that was close.
You're playing with fire.
Huntley is really playing with fire right now.
Well, yeah, obviously, Chris Collinsworth. This game has obviously been amazing. Well, obviously, no crap.
Oh, a penalty offensive holding takes them out of the red zone. Looking now at a 2nd and 20 at the Bengals 27. Oh boy, here we go. The Bengals defense needs to make a big stop here. 29 seconds remaining. And they try to run it out to... Yeah, that's the penalty with the holding. With 29 seconds. So I think it's going to be 22 seconds left. Spotty Kitty went roar last night. Well, here we go. This is it. 22 seconds left with a holding penalty. Bring them out of the range here. So now you're talking at a 2nd and 20 at the Bengals 27. 22 seconds left to play, and Huntley throws it incomplete to Andrews. Going deep, unable to get it. So we have to see if they can do it. The Bengals are not out of the woods yet. They need to make another stop, another 2 stops here. They have to stop on 3rd down and 4th down with 22 seconds left. This is a close finish here.
Two more tries. You get 2 more tries here to get a touchdown.
Well, maybe 3 if they end up getting it over the middle and short.
Yeah.
But gets the 1st down.
And you got timeouts, which is good.
Yeah, 2 timeouts still, so the run game is not off the table entirely. Not sure if I would go for it, but it is not off the table entirely. So here we go, looking to see what the Bengals are going to do now, or the Ravens are going to do now.
You better spike. You better hike it. You better hike it.
And did the Ravens have to use a timeout?
No, Cincinnati. Cincinnati used a timeout.
That they did. That is a very interesting one. That is a very interesting timeout for them to take. They want to make sure they have the right defense on the field, I guess. With 15 seconds remaining, the Bengals are trying to hold firm against the Ravens. 3rd down and 20. Ball is at the 27 of the Bengals.
Both of these teams have had miscues.
What?
Both of these teams have had miscues.
Oh, yeah. I mean
both
small
of these
mistakes
teams
have been the big
making
problem.
Mistakes.
But they have more so affected the Ravens than the Bengals. You know?
Yeah.
And Huntley throws to Andrews, incomplete. 4th and 20. This is it, barring a situation where you get a first down. This is it. And why do I have the arrow on the Raven or the Bengals? I've had that for a long time and nobody said a word. Well, here we go. Let's see what they opt to do on 4th down and 20. You have to pass it here. You can't run 20 yards on a play.
Nope.
So let's see what they opt to do here. 4th and 20. Timeout number 2 by Baltimore. 8 seconds to go. This is a huge finish here. We could see overtime here. If it's either going to be a Bengals win in regulation or we're going to overtime. There's no in between at this point. Unless the Ravens go for 2. Which would be stupid to do. Put your season on the line on a 2-point conversion.
Oh, that would doing that in the playoffs? Oh my gosh. If Harbaugh had the guts to do that.
He wouldn't. At least I don't think he would.
I mean, he did it at one point against the Steelers, but that was the regular season, though.
Yeah, that's a loss you're able to recover from. You can't recover from this loss. You lose here, you're done.
Yeah.
So here we go. The Ravens trying to see what they can do here. All they got to do is get a touchdown, and they have a chance to win it in overtime. The Bengals just need to hold strong, to give up nothing on this play, and they win. So here we go. This is the game right here, folks.
This is
Ball
it.
is at the 27
Wait,
of the
there's a
Bengals.
timeout. Someone take
4th.
a timeout.
What?
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Yep, Cincinnati taking time out here. But this is the game here. Here's the situation. 4th and 20 for the Ravens. Ball is at the Bengals 27. Ravens down 7, so a field goal does them no good here. They got to go for it. They got to get the touchdown. At the very minimum, they got to get the first down quickly, call timeout, and get another shot. But you have to at least get the first down and call timeout quickly. You don't have time to sit there and look in the pocket and say, "Oh no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do?" And then throw it short. You know. Tyler Huntley has better situational awareness than that. I don't think he would do that, but we have to see.
This is it. Here we go.
This
4th
is the game.
and 20. Can we pull off a Kirk Cousins and a JJ? Let's see.
Let's see. 4th and 20. Ball at the Bengals
Here it
27. The
comes.
Ravens have it. Down 7. 8
Here
seconds
we go.
to go.
This is it.
Lamar looks, or not
Oh,
Lamar.
he almost
and
had it.
It was no good.
He nearly had it.
It was close, but he didn't have it. And that's going to be the game. All zeros. The Bengals win it
he had it.
24-17.
Oh my gosh. That one player, he had it.
But I have to say, the Ravens did put up more of a fight than anyone gave them credit for.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? All I need is Tampa Bay to hit tomorrow, and I go 6-0 this week. So, not a bad day, I'd say. But man, final score of 17-24.
Bengals and Bills is going to be a hell of a game.
And man, that was a close game. But man, I can't believe this.
This is amazing. Wow.
Okay, just making a couple of notes real quick.
I mean,
There
look
we
at this.
go,
Look at the
take
last play.
advantage.
The ball is deflected. Number 3 had it. Look at number 3. It gets deflected. He had the last chance. He had it.
Oh, it went right through his hands. That is the brutal part, too.
Inches of.
But at this point, I think that Cincinnati has a good shot at making the AFC Championship. I mean, if Buffalo plays anything like they did this week, Cincinnati's going to have no problem.
Yeah.
Unless Cincinnati plays like they did this week. But I think at this point, we don't really have much else to comment about this game. It was a great game, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow for coverage of the Cowboys-Bucks game.
Oh,
and I guess with
God.
that, we will see you guys later.
Do I even want to join this live stream tomorrow? No.
Well, I guess with that, we will see you guys later. Peace out and have